This is the Wrestling for Life Network. Tonight it is Friday, and you don't usually see me on a Friday, but we are here for SmackDown. We get the fallout of all that WWE Championship stuff that happened last week. We also have a Women's United States Championship match going on tonight. It should be a good show. Let's get into it. Like I said, this is the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream. It is Friday. It is not Thursday night. It is Friday night. We are here for Friday Night SmackDown. And no, I'm usually not here on a Friday, but I'm here. I am here tonight with my buddy Nick. We are here for SmackDown. Like I said, we get to see the fallout of the WWE Championship match from last week. I believe the United States women's title is on the line too tonight. It should be a good show. I am not here alone. I am Anthony by Elegance, but that is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its tag stream champions of the world, the man who puts the T in TNA, Ringsider Anthony. I am Big Nick. And yes, my guy, you know me out here on the Thursdays, came over on a Friday, but the last time you're out here on a Friday, big things popping out there. You're not my tribal chief. Now it's going to be interesting what we see happen next up with Sami Zayn last week. Screws, cost everybody the main event. Sits there, tries to help Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens says, not this way. And then it all ends in a kerfuffle. Punk retains. I know you're not normally out here on the Fridays. You're the TNA guy. But how do you feel about all of this fallout, this kerfuffle, this falderall when it comes to the main event, the world title on SmackDown?
I'll start off by saying that the main event match last week was incredible between Punk and Kevin Owens. I was very, very shocked. I didn't think, for some reason, I didn't think Sami Zayn was going to get involved. So when he did, yes, and I feel like it was a downer, but it does make sense towards the story, right? So I get that in the end, but man, that match between Kevin Owens and CM Punk, it's so much animosity, and it feels like it's like so much hatred between those two that it really heightened the excitement for that match.
The match made up for what could have been not the greatest promos. I know me and KJ were both really excited about, like, these guys are finally going to spit at each other and everything. And then you have Kevin Owens of My Friends Hate You. Or really, what friends? Name them. Who? So not being able to mention some of the AEW stuff might have made the promos not feel so great, but the match well beyond made up for all of that. And Sammy getting involved with the broken hand. Okay, we're still keeping Sammy active and everything. Everybody wanted KO to win. But there was always that bit in the back of your mind of this isn't going to probably just be a one-off. It would be huge if they would have done the title change, but it felt like Punk retains in some way.
Yeah, it felt that way. It would, and I know, like KJ mentioned, like if you're gonna pull the trigger, like sometimes just give us a shock, sometimes just give us a surprise.
It would have been,
and it would have been really cool to have that like shock and surprise. Kevin Owens returns second match back. He wins the WWE Championship, right? That would have been so cool. And I do like, I see both sides, because I do feel like sometimes Triple H plays it safe, but then in other times, like, just take us home. Just like give us the goal, give us the touchdown. So I get both ends of the stick.
Absolutely. Both. Speaking of the stick and stick, tonight is taped out there. Wrestling's been heavy out there in Canada. We're still back in Ottawa because it was taped with Monday Night Raw. That's why it went at 6 o'clock. So no spoilers. I think you and I have said off screen that we've both been very lucky, or somehow it's been easy to avoid spoilers. But as long as you don't click on them, they don't kind of appear your way, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah, they don't get like sent to your feed, just multiple spoilers. So it's been very good to not have, to not see spoilers over the past couple of months in general for me.
Well, even with Trey Miguel didn't get spoiled with TNA and everything, and we were just here last night for TNA. I saw something going around that I ended up sharing because somebody collabed with me on it and everything on Instagram, and my fucking feed's been taken over with comments about this. And I do see the chat, so we'll say hi to the chat in a minute. But chat's opinion, your opinion, Avery Styles and fans yelling "Nepo baby" at Avery Styles in the TNA ring.
Yeah, I've seen that. Right. I to me, I don't really have an opinion. Like I feel like fans can chant what they want and heckle what they want, as long as it's, I guess appropriate in a way. I don't feel
Right.
like Nepo baby is like a problem, per se.
I mean, there's a
Um
lot of them out there. Dom,
exactly.
the
I mean,
bloodline
and
of Christ,
I
Steve
don't know.
Borden, Six Kids debuting.
Right? I mean, and it's never been said like on from the fans on WWE television, but Charlotte got booed for a good portion of her career because, she was a Nepo
There's people out
baby.
there that
So
still don't like her because of that.
exactly. So I don't see what the big deal is. And then saying, I saw one comment was saying, adults need to be adults. He's only 19. Well, he's technically legally an adult. So I'm like, it's not like they were cursing at him. They just called him a Nepo baby, which is partially the truth. Like I don't see the issue.
Well, and even then, with all being said, it was like 2 to 3 fans tops.
It was 3 fans that was
right
recorded
now.
saying
Granted,
that.
in the size of a pool, no shots fired at TNA, but in the
I
size
get
of
what
the
you're
pool
about
that
to
they
say.
might have,
Yeah.
still
It's probably
odds
hurt
are
a
in your
lot.
favor. The numbers
Yeah.
game may not work out. It might be a little heavier way to balance in the crowd there, but it's not like the whole crowd's chanting or anything. You're always going to get that weird little pushback. We had it with the whole stupid story about chairs. We saw people do it with him signing with TNA. All of this, like, it's always going to be a thing. We still see it tell with the bloodline right now, with Zilla
Yeah.
Fatu showing up and everything. It's the IWC word of the month. And so now that's what they're just going to hammer home on everything. Does it make a difference at all in Avery's career? No.
No. And truthfully, like personally speaking, if I was a father and I had, a young kid around Avery Styles, that means I'll be like in my 50s. But if
Or you
just
were just getting busy
hypothetically,
early, my dog.
exactly, but just hypothetically, I had a kid like that and I was well to do and my child wanted to follow in my footsteps. I'm going to do all I can to help my child succeed, So I don't get the whole Nepo thing, to be honest. I think it's one of those stupid words that people say in the IWC, but if I was in a position to do anything I could for my child, for them to follow in my footsteps, if that's what they wanted to do, I would do it.
Absolutely. Well, absolutely. I will say that if I would want the same, you always want better for your offspring and everything like that. And I mean, it's TNA. He's not getting pushed to the world title or anything like that. The kid just signed. It's a bit aggressive. If you're really going to hold it over his head that his dad's AJ Styles, he popped out that way. Baby, he was born this way. Maybe it's Maybelline, but yeah. But speaking of people that we want to follow on our footsteps, or sometimes we follow in theirs, but should we say hi to the people out there?
Absolutely, absolutely.
There we go. But yes, we got a Feel Good Friday
If I can
kicking
get
off
to
as
the
we
top
still
of
about
the
20 minutes. I got you.
Okay.
Still about 20 minutes before SmackDown kicks off. Zach, National Power Rangers Day. Were you a Power Rangers kid?
Yes, Mighty Morphin, Zeo,
You have a
Lightspeed
favorite
Rescue.
color? You have a favorite Megazord?
I don't have a favorite color or a favorite Megazord, but I do have a favorite season, which
Fair.
is like it's probably unpopular. Mighty Morphin is always going to be anybody's favorite, right? But if you wanted to think outside of the box, I'm a huge fan of Dino Thunder. Dino Thunder was one of the best, that I felt growing up. Mighty Morphin was before my time. I grew up with the Ninja Storm, the Dino Thunder, the SPD Emergency. I grew up with that, but I did go back and watch the old stuff.
Fair enough. I was right in that age bracket for Mighty Morphin when it came out. Like, was a big deal in my household, especially with me and my younger brothers, of like when the movie came out and all of that. Like, I was the White Ranger one year for Halloween type stuff out there.
Oh, that's
a
cool.
lot of I think people of my generation ilk, I know I'm a bit older, I guess, that when you are having out there the Pink Ranger, Lita, Trish Stratus, that's what you're watching on TV weekly. A lot of the things started to spark within you or anything. Or even if you were the other way, without there Jason David Frank or anything out there.
Yeah,
Dwayne The Rock Johnson. It can go Triple H, Sexy Boy,
right,
HBK. It goes all the
right.
way. Yeah. What? Kevin, what up? What up? Kevin, KJ is back. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. KJ will be back Sunday. Me and Anthony out here rocking on Friday. Anthony's, again, out here expanding his horizon outside of the TNA bubble out here.
Right, here for a Friday night SmackDown. And it's not like I don't watch WWE. I just don't watch it as much as I used to like a year ago, but I still keep up the best I can with some of the stuff I like Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss and anything that the
Well,
women
we're
do.
gonna see. I think we might see Tatum Paxley's SmackDown debut match tonight.
Oh, that's cool. And I think is Nia Jax on the card tonight?
Nia Jax and Lash are taking on. Who are they taking on? I had it previewed up earlier. We don't have the slides because somebody's on vacation. They
Ah,
are taking on Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton.
okay. Okay. Yeah. And we got I'm not Tiffany, but Chelsea as women's champion. Saw that at SummerSlam and her grabbing the title. Really cool moment. So I'll keep up with, what I like in WWE. I'll say it like that.
There you go. There you go. We get JC Jane versus Paige for the women's U.S. title as well. Plenty of women's wrestling on SmackDown out here. And again, we can
Right?
talk about it in a bit of the world title scene, because you've still got Gunther out there. You've still got a Finn Balor out there. I thought we were going to have a bit of a Nakamura out there, but he might be more in the tag team scene.
Mhm.
I thought we could have had an Ilya, but come see, come saws. The world title scene on SmackDown, because Cody and Randy too, is very much a bit. You got a lot of range of players out there.
Yeah, like you said, you got Gunther, you got Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Randy and Cody. Yeah, you got it looks strong. It looks like they got some people there really to hunker down in that world title scene. I like that Cody is not champion. I know you feel the same
Thank
way.
you.
So I like that
Yes.
Cody is not champion. I like that we got it's not a new face, but it's someone different on SmackDown with CM Punk being the champion. And then you got Kevin Owens in the background. You got Sami Zayn in the background. Whenever Drew McIntyre returns, we would love to
Yes.
see that. You got him, there too. So unless he comes back in his own Raw because the brand
I
split
wouldn't
doesn't
do
matter
it. I wouldn't
anymore,
do it.
I wouldn't do it either. But yeah, you got some heavy hitters in there.
You got your almost like your SmackDown 6, your original, like when you had
Yeah.
Edge and Eddie Guerrero and Chavo and everything. They're all on SmackDown together.
Yes. Yeah. Long time ago.
Right. But Eric, what up? Hey, Wrestling for Life buddies. Yeah, this is the one we talked about earlier. Eric, I know my buddy. I know you meant this probably in the nicest way possible. Well, you shout out happy birthday to Shania, but welcome back, KJ. It's been a rough week without you. We're trying. I'm trying, okay? It's okay. Doing our best out here, but no, I know I get it. We miss KJ too, and KJ will be back on Sunday, and we'll be out here for 3 shows at 10:30, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. This man's stepping off the plane right onto the stream. I feel out there.
That's what it sounds like.
Right. 2 days. Oh, speaking of that, there's your predictions form out there. There is the link for the predictions title. Make sure you fill that out. Obviously the ballots won't close till the show starts. Words, S's, slurs. Yeah, but when the show starts, that should be all for all 3 shows locked up in one, because we're rolling right through. If start early in the morning, might not be leaving till like 6, 7 o'clock. Thankfully, AEW's early and has a curfew, so they're not going to be 72 hours out there.
Before we move on, what is like the official curfew time?
So
I can also Google that too.
Yeah, it might be better off with that, because I can't remember. If I know the shows, I guess I heard it's more the time frame of its scheduled more to go 4 hours than 6 hours.
Mhm.
I don't know what in translation it carries over as time zones. It might be
Okay.
like an 8 o'clock, I think, curfew.
Okay, so according to Google AI, it says 10 o'clock. So you were right. 10 p.m.
Okay.
local Lundo
Lundo time.
Lundo time, London time. So okay, so we won't get a 7-hour pay-per-view. I like that.
Yeah, but that'll still roll into AAA. I
Yeah.
wonder if that'll go that long. That'll cut into the start of Heatwave. Because Heatwave start at 3.
Okay, and then when does AAA actually start?
Noon, I believe.
Oh Lord, that's just too.
Well, no, because then so AAA and All In. Well, the main card I think of All In starts at 1. I could be wrong because there's still the 0 hour and everything before it. But yeah.
And we went over this last night and we both forgot. So
well, no, we went over where they were airing too, because again, when you're watching wrestling in the year of our Lord 2026, you need like a survival guide, Ned's Declassified Survival Guide, for anyone who gets that reference, of where to watch them, how to watch them, and everything. Because you can watch it allegedly on the CW network in the USA. You can definitely watch it allegedly on the ESPN Unlimited in the USA. Internationally, it'll be on Netflix when it comes to Heatwave. AAA will be on Fox and YouTube, and All In. Now here we're just playing. Can I correctly name it? Will be on YouTube TV or YouTube. No, YouTube. Will be on payperview.com. Will be. Is it still on Prime? And then they have.
I think it is still on Prime. Yeah.
So then there's those 4 options.
Yep, that's correct. And then
I do have the Infinity Gauntlet of how to name these shows out here. We often imitated it and rarely duplicated. We do it. We know
I do have the official time. So AAA starts at 12 on YouTube, and then All In starts at 1, and then NXT Heatwave starts at 3.
Yes.
So that's the official times there.
Point ahead, look smart. I know things. KJ doesn't know these things. KJ's not here. I know these things. We know these things. You know these things. Ronan, what up? It's morphin' time. Bunch of Ronan in the chat. Shout out. Clay, what up? Mr. Stormy, the song of the day is 1991 Pearl Jam. Oh, where can my baby be? Garrett, what up? Looking forward to JC into action. Fatal Influence has really kind of jumped the line when it comes to the NXT call-ups out here. They've been kind of like the ladies' version of Javon Trick and Oba, of just instantly ran to the top of the mountain.
Dripping in gold, tag team champions, United States champion in JC Jane. I mean, yeah, they've been pushed really to the top of the division over there, and I like it. I've always liked Fatal Influence. I even like JC Jane holding the Knockouts title. Like, I was not against that.
Yeah.
I was shocked that it happened, but I was not against it, and it was cool. Now every champion after that, I was kind of against.
That needs to be a tier list we do at some point. Is you and I ranking tiering the NXT or the WWE TNA champions. Like, where does Trick Williams fall as being world heavyweight champion versus Ariana Grace as knockouts champion?
Right.
One might be an A, the other might be a C or a D.
She might be a Z, but yes, absolutely.
Hey. But SW Podcast, what up?
What's up?
Wrestling, shout out. Damien, I see you. Roll Tide, what up? Kevin, what up? Starkey, what's up, everybody? Ronan, Trey, Sean Reeder, what up? Smackdown looks good tonight. Hope everyone has an awesome evening. It's Friday Night Lights High School football tonight. Yeah, football's finally coming back. We got college football tomorrow, where we just had the final games of the preseason. We're getting down to football.
I'm happy for you, Nick.
Thank you. I forget. I was like, I'm a one-man island out here.
Exactly. You don't have your tag team partner that can pump you up.
He's more the hockey guy, respectfully, Canada and everything. See, that's why too he went on vacation. He's out there touring with Shania, hitting up all these shows out there.
I know. Hockey season.
Most of the shows that we've watched this week have been in Canada.
Yes,
around his neck of the woods. Not to air it out. Yes,
that is true. And I know hockey season starts up in a couple of weeks, like close to the end of September. So yes, I'm excited about that.
But speaking of a man who's also in that area of spaz, lots of things are heavy in Canada. I can probably second that, even though I'm not there. Kevin, what up? Can I see you? Lantern, what's up? Anthony and Big Nick, hashtag
What's up?
WFU. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit all the little buttons and bells and whistles out there. Um, all the little emojis, the super chats, the jewels, and everything. They do nothing but help algorithm.
Yeah, absolutely. It helps us get pushed out there and seen a little bit more. And I think we're close to 13K the last time I checked.
Yeah,
If
close
not,
to 13K. We're out
yeah,
there almost at partner on Twitch. So let's see if we can spread some love to all the little platforms we have
right.
here. But Kevin, Clay, oh Boston, here's for you.
What's up,
Hello,
Boston?
Anthony.
What's up, Boston? I acknowledged you verbally tonight because the last time you had an attitude when I didn't. So you got it tonight.
Catching feelings. But Spaz with a $10 super chat. I'll let you read this one because I've been reading a lot.
Spaz says shout out to the Thursday Night Delight and Huskies. What is Husky 6? I don't is that you, Nick?
So that's because Spaz likes to go at me because I hate a lot of the name changes in wrestling. A la his name is Mike Santana. His name is Mike Santana. But so he's like he likes to say how instead of the Wyatt 6, it would have been the Husky 6 because of Husky Harris. I think it's a subtle fat joke at me, but I digress. I kid. I look like Luke Harper out here, so I get it.
So Husky 6 holding it down with two Moroccans. Is that correct? Merkins. Okay. Oh, okay. No, that makes sense. See, you should have read this because, like, I can't read.
Fair enough. I got you. Now the Fed is in Canada. A lot of love for you. FI Heatwave and Ola de Color. I hope I said that even close to right. Preview goes live after the boys. There you go. See, I became the translator there midway.
I read like full actual words. I don't. So that it must be Americans, right?
Yes, that's the thing. Okay. Is when you read enough Spaz comments every night out there with the super chats and everything, you start to like learn the verbiage and everything. Like it's his own dialect out there.
Okay. All right, that makes sense.
Z-Man, what up? I kid, but speaking of a man with his own dialect, Samuel, what up? I'm scrolling through. Do you see any names I might have missed? I see Admiral. Salute to the Admiral.
We got Spaz, not Spaz, but we got Kevin. I think. Did we get Kevin here? What's up? What's up, Kevin? I don't know if we got him, but we got him now. So
right. Samuel Nick is like the giant going to the SWO. Huh? Well, we had the Nick World Order out there on Monday and Tuesday. Shout out Geekbox, everybody's second favorite box out there. But now we got the Chapeau Show, doubleheader of the Chapeau Show out here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got 2 nights of us. I don't know if you were here last night, Samuel. I don't recall you being here for TNA.
I, for half a second, though, thought we were, because you've got the blue shirt on, too, and obviously the hat and everything, I thought we were doing twinsies, and it was going to be one of those, like the Wayans brothers, like, we're brothers.
Twinsies. Not we Tia and Tamara.
I mean, sister.
Talk about the two-way twister.
See? This is why we finish each other's sandwiches out here, folks. Not a fat joke. Oh, I made a fat joke at myself. So can you blame me? I don't even think Anthony had even acknowledged me. I'm pissed. Well, no, he acknowledged you. He even made sure to announce that he acknowledged you.
Go clean your ears. Because I said it like 3 times.
Tribal Boston. Acknowledge me. But neither the Kango Hat Bros. See, I like the Chapeau Show. Chapeau hat. Chapeau. Yeah. Stupid joke. No one ever laughs at it, but I still like saying it. I can be funny. Bradley, what up? What up? But yeah. Almighty Pop. Yeah, what's up?
What's up?
Nick, do you really see us? I see you, Boston. I'm amazed. I don't see you in my daily life at this point.
What does he mean by do you really see us? Does he by the chat, I guess?
I don't know. Not sure.
I don't know. He's speaking in parables tonight.
On this day, I see clearly. So, well, I'll say this as we got about 5 minutes here, and you won't be here to on stream to fully live respond to it with All In. The alleged New Day teaming up with Swerve in the Trios Gauntlet Royale with Cheese and going to start on the pre-show. So we might get the New Day. We might get Xavier Woods, Austin Creed, and Kofi's AEW debut, their return to wrestling, to kick off the pre-show for All In.
Yeah, and I heard about this. I also heard the theory of, because people hate the idea of them debuting on a pre-show, so having the match bleed into
the match is going to definitely carry over into the main show. It's going to do that regardless of I'm saying their entrance will start on the pre-show.
Exactly. I don't know. I think that's a weird way to debut them, to be honest. I'm not trying to dog on AEW, but that's just like they're the New Day. Like they got some history around them. They got some name value around them. So doing that, I don't know.
Is it even though, respectfully, what is the connection of why they be teaming with Swerve? Is it just ex-WWE guy teams in with ex-WWE guy? Like, what is the exact connection?
I mean, I have a theory. Just look at me.
Oh, I wanted to say it, but I obviously my complexion won't exactly let me say that. So this is where, like I said, you can say some certain things that I can't say.
Let's just put all I'm
saying, but it seems like it go that way.
That's the way it seems like to me. That's the way it's presented to me. Let's just put all the guys of the same, color together. I'll say it. And make them a trios team.
I mean, it does, like, on one hand, I would like to see them together, but it does very much just seem respectfully like that of, like, hey, let's put all the black guys together and we'll all just have that as a trio because we can't get Big E. So what's another person of color that we can put them with? We've got Shane Taylor Promotions, like, all right. It's just, and you compound that with that being, because at this point, it's all but a dead giveaway of that they're going to be there. If they're not going to be there, it's going to be every AEW fan is going to be pre-mad if there is no New Day on that show.
Which would be really cool to me if they did like the swerve that Elijah did, right? It seemed like Elijah was about to debut on AEW. They had the video package of him with the Righteous, and then boom, he shows up on TNA, right? So, that would be cool.
Swerve comes out with Parker Boudreaux, and what was his other guy? That was the fucking guy with Rick Ross. And that's his trios out there. You heard of OTM? Well, this is MTO.
That's crazy.
Almighty Pop, to be honest, that's what I felt about OTM, but I didn't want to say it either, and I'm black, so I feel you, Nick. Well, no, because I like the Hobbs, and OTM works because OTM has that same vibe and everything, and Hobbs has been kind of floating. It is, I could see where you could go with it. But with what they've already kind of been doing, I think, with both, and how much OTM isn't exactly, OTM's not super over on NXT. They're not, they're not tag team champs. They're not out there fighting for singles gold or anything. They're still fresh as clay. They're not the New Day. That's an established team that should almost be out there in your tag team match with Cope and Christian and the Bucks, and maybe we get a returning FTR and everything. Use the New Day as a tag team. Why force them into a trio that they don't need to be in?
Right. And technically, like, even though it was 3 of them in WWE, they always functioned as a tag team regardless, right? So it's like, it's 2 of them now. Use them. It could really help the tag team division, right? I think AEW has the best roster of tag team wrestlers. They are just not utilized.
Facts.
To their fullest potential.
Yeah, what vibe is that? Yeah, no, we got it. Well, I know the bathroom breaks tonight. Oh God, as no spoilers, no spoilers. As I got it then.
I got then too.
But where was it? Oh, this was from Nair too. As I got now. See, we're perfectly synced in. See, this is
I
because we're
got
both Americans out here. Canadians
right.
couldn't do this. Um, but Nair, that's not a bad shadow. I think it's the Hurt Syndicate and Swerve. That would actually be useful to
Yeah,
all parties involved.
that would make
Actually,
more sense. That would make
yes,
a lot more sense. I got together.
yes. As I've got the replay of Kevin Owens coming out last week, so we are
Okay.
synced up. We are
Let's
dialed
see.
up,
Okay,
folks.
cool.
You can
Yeah,
sync
that
up
would
with
make a
us.
lot more sense, to be honest, to just have Swerve with, the Hurt Business, or what is it, the Hurt Syndicate?
Hurt Syndicate
Same
now.
difference. Yeah.
Yeah, but then you got
But
Nana and MVP.
yeah,
You could almost see the Hurt Syndicate in there on their own of MVPs out there as the third man in the trio.
right, right. I just realized too that like there's been like 3 iterations of the Hurt Syndicate. I
Yep.
didn't know like they were in TNA as the Beatdown Clan.
Well, that was Kenny King, MVP,
Yeah,
and Lashley. That's where a lot of people. That's where I
yeah,
remember seeing Lashley, and I liked Kenny King there. I liked MVP. I
yeah.
liked that bit of them in TNA, and that's what made a lot of people happy when Lashley went back over to WWE.
Yeah. So I gotta definitely watch a lot of that stuff. I was watching Lockdown, I think it was 2015 or 2016, and I saw them involved, and I was like, okay, I have to kind of watch this, see how that
Right.
all got started there.
Absolutely. Anthony, what up? Good evening, wrestling
What's up?
fan. I like this stuff from there. Kango, let's activate. Wait, I gotta do this way, and you gotta do the other way. There, yes, we do it.
There we
Fusion
go.
power. Then was better. Jesus. 1, 2, 3. So we're getting the finish of last week's main event. Which to me, it was still my biggest kind of gripe with it is Kevin Owens was the whole time, I hate you, my friends hate you, I hate your fucking guts, you belittled me, everything. And then the second he can win the title, even if he's having to bash CM Punk's brains in, he has honor amongst thieves and doesn't want to do it when he's getting handed the belt from his actual best friend.
Right.
As Kevin's kicking off tonight.
Yes. Gotta hear what Kevin Owens has to say. I'm glad he's back. I feel like I know it's only been a short period of time, but it feels like a breath of fresh air a little bit with Kevin Owens being back.
It feels like some lifeblood's been pumped into SmackDown, like we talked about. Of Drew still waiting in the wings, Punk's your champ, Cody's away from the main event title scene out here. So
God.
Yes. So it feels like we've had some new lifeblood pumped into SmackDown.
Yeah. Because I felt like with not CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, it just dragged. And the last 2 main events that he was in for WrestleMania were not good. The Cena one and the one with Randy Orton. Like it was time to move on. It's time to move on for a bit.
They're running. I have the theory that they're just running back Randy versus Cody without McAfee because they realized they did up the first time. So like, let's try this again. Let's try this again.
And you got so much history between those two. Why change it? I remember KJ being here every week defending that. It was so cool to see him defend it and then be wrong at the end.
Yes, it was so much fun to be on the other side of that, arguing with him, trying to not have my blood pressure skyrocket the whole time.
I remember the ending of like night 1 of WrestleMania. He's like, "I'm sorry, guys. I thought."
You will apologize.
Right.
CM Punk up there. You will apologize.
Right.
We need Pat Power. No, the goddamn we don't. His album is trash too, and I know I've said that to you, Spaz, multiple times. His album is trash. Trash.
Wait, Pat McAfee has an album?
Yes.
I don't.
It's pseudo country.
Oh my god.
Yep. It's KJ. Oops, it's KO. Yeah. Oops, all KOs.
What is KO about to say?
Ole, ole. I'm just making sure my TV's not too loud. I'm wondering why Nyers tell me to shh.
Oh,
Go, no, we don't want Kevin to go away. How dare you say that? Well, he's out there again, and he's in Canada. He's still in his backyard, and that's part of everybody thought of, much like Kenny Omega with AEW. Hey, Canadian in Canada, you're gonna win it.
Right. I really thought he was gonna win too, but it is what it is.
Right.
Cherokee says down here.
We clicked on the same thing. We keep doing it.
Oh, yeah. Cherokee down here says, who was the idiot that said Kevin Owens was fat? Seriously, ever heard of a wrestler named Man Mountain Mike? He was 3 KOs. If Kevin Owens is fat, that's the size I want to be. I'm just saying. And
Fair
I'm
enough.
a bit bigger than Kevin Owens. So
Kevin's at that point of he's skinny fat.
Right. He might be at that point.
Yeah, but no, I think it was actually Jim Cornette or allegedly CM Punk that initially called Kevin fat or was bringing up about how he used to wrestle in t-shirts.
Right. And I know like their first promo, I think CM Punk walked away and the camera picked up him calling him fat. But yeah,
that's what sold it into the next week and everything. Say it to my face. Say it to my face. Yeah, Nair, you hit something on the nose, Big Nick. What did I hit? Tell me. I feel like I think I might know, but tell me. I don't know. I have no confidence. KO is a prize fighter. Absolutely. Well, that's second match back. He's world title match.
Mm-hmm.
We call a good one at that. Thick Husky. What?
Thick Husky.
You know what? Just for that, Nair, Kevin Owens gets
yum yums.
Yeah.
Not yum yums.
Kevin, hey, we are equal distributors of yum yums out here. KO, if he's thick and husky out there, this makes me think of Madagascar. I like them big. I like them chunky.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time. Good reference.
Yeah.
Good reference.
King Julian. Yes, I like to move it.
Is he talking about his daughter or his wife being at that show and wanting to win the
title?
Either
way, but he's also like, think about it. Now he's got to go at Sammy of like, you were my brother and you me. Like, what is your problem, man? He even says, I know we've done some real messed up stuff to each other, but I think that was all behind us. You know, I just came back off of a broken freaking neck.
Yeah. He has to do something to that hobo, as they say on iCarly.
Oh. Yeah. We say, and getting to beat CM Punk for the WWE World Title.
Yeah. Man, still would have been cool if they would have pulled the trigger, but it is what it is. It's in the past now.
So is KJ flying back after this taping? # doppelganger. I'm telling you, this man about to be he's about to be from runway to stream out here, especially when it's going to be early in the morning, 10:30 Eastern Daylight Savings Time on Sunday for the start of All In.
That's crazy. And so is the pre-show 2 hours? What is it? What did they call their pre-show?
I don't even know. Well, it's at this point the 0 hour. Well, it's been
that's it.
Hard to really engage exactly where they're going to start. Plus, also thing about it, AAA starts at noon, so even if they start at 1, plus we got a whole week to catch up on. So we got
y'all got to talk for like a whole week. Oh, here comes
and speaking of, we got to talk as CM Punk coming out here right now. And I love this is trying to run in front of him as much as he can. No. We are not doing this. We are not doing this right now.
Aldis has kind of become like Adam Pierce a little bit. Like it seems like he's screaming every week at this point.
Who?
Aldis, to keep control, at least of the top angles. Like last week, he was screaming at what was it, Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, like, if you guys touch each other before a Sunday night main event, you will not get a title shot ever again. Like, he was he was so upset.
He caught too much of the Adam Pearce, and
Right.
also everybody was out there wanting Cody to be the little like Green Goblin mask to William Dafoe and sit there, do it,
Right.
hit him, don't ever challenge for the world title again.
Exactly.
But
Panda
Gunther
out here
right
saying,
now, so.
yes, Gunther is out here, and we know he wants a title shot.
Well, and he's got his issues with Aldis was out here just last week. Or
Right.
was it last week or the week before, slagging off Chelsea Green?
That is true. And Chelsea
Gunther.
And Chelsea Green held her own on that mic a couple of weeks ago. That was a cool moment with her and Gunther.
Oh, absolutely. But Jose, what up? Denisha,
What's
I
up?
see you. Jordan Smith, what up? I saw a bunch of new names pop in. Anthony, what up? Do. See, this goes to like what you and I talked about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
These are all guys who could be your current world champion right now on Friday Night SmackDown. Finn Balor comes out, Gunther comes out, Kevin starts us off, and CM Punk, your current champ, comes out.
Yeah, that's true. When the only thing when it comes to Finn Balor, they make him, in the title picture as a contender, but I just don't see them ever giving him the title again.
But even then, I mean, he's still a guy that can have a great match. Like you had the match with him and Punk out there. That was Dublin or Belfast, I believe. And I can still see to where they pull the trigger at some point with him. We thought allegedly there was the IWC, Fightful and Dave Meltzer, and everybody else said, WWE is giving Finn Balor a big push.
At this point, I mean, when he gets that title, I don't know. I don't even know what to think. Like, I'll be shocked if he gets it. I'll just say it like that.
We really have nothing more to discuss, and here's why. So, triple threat match, Kevin Owens, Gunther, Finn Balor to be the number one contender for CM Punk.
So is Sami Zayn not involved?
Sammy's got that Willow situation, because Willow, I don't know if you've heard, she's got a broken hand going into Sunday.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Sami Zayn has the
broken hand. He's got the broken gout hand, to quote Cody Rhodes.
The broken gout hand. Panda down here
out here looking like watermelon bubblegum.
Right. But I like this comment by Panda. He says, if Anthony is doing a WWE show, shouldn't his name be like Judgment Ant or Anthony Uso? I'm still in celebration mode from M by Elegant, so it has to stay Anthony by Elegant. So that's just the thing, for right
shout
now.
Out though too. She sat there and showed some love to everything out there.
Yes, yes, she did.
Love and got love back. Speaking of getting love back, Taco with the 2 jewels. Shout out Smile Mark. What up?
I didn't know they had a tag team name.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Trick, you're lucky I know you can fight, because Lash, how you doing?
I mean,
yeah.
And Nia Jax. Just wow.
Well, the way that she's kind of slimmed down, trimmed down, there's sometimes, honestly, I don't like the curly poodle hair at times when she's got the straight hair. No, respect. When she's got the straight hair, don't care. She looks like, J-Lo from a distance.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, you're absolutely right. She does look like J-Lo.
Punk ain't happy and all this. Yeah, well, yeah, he's got fucking murderer's row that he's got to get through there, potentially.
Right.
Well, because if Kevin wins, he rematches that. If Gunther wins, now you got to deal with that again. I think it was somebody called him the career killer, Gunther out there.
Yeah, you definitely got to deal with that. I mean, he hasn't killed the career since AJ Styles though, so we still calling him career killer? Is
Well,
that still a thing?
I mean, did he end Matt Cardona's career? Because I mean,
Oh,
all
because
the
he
way
is
from
out.
catering, and then the next match he has, he tears a tricep and is, right back in catering.
So let's briefly talk about Cardona since we're like on a
Go ahead,
commercial
go
break.
ahead.
Should he have just stayed with TNA?
You're just out here doing the best audition, the best hiring. You should be HR for TNA.
Like I'm not. I'm not trying to
TNA.
be. I'm not trying to
No,
be mean.
100%. There's a lot of
But
people that I think we can get into it. Honestly, if we wanted to, you could even say Ace Austin, Josh Alexander, Jonathan Gresham. I'll even admit, Jordan Grace. We could have that conversation if we really want to get there. Of it's starting to almost show at times, as much as people want to gangbang and dance on the grave of TNA. Sometimes the opportunity is very much not greener on the other side.
right, right. I mean, even like, where's Mr. Hendry? Like he was more over when he was being used by WWE as a
As a
TNA
TNA
talent,
talent.
and like I don't know.
Yeah,
I just wanted to bring that up about Matt
no,
Cardona.
it's very true, and it's very like I entirely forgot about Joe Hendry because at this point I'm sick of the songs. The last time we saw him, I believe, was that godforsaken segment with Danhausen. I believe that you are cursed.
I remember
He
that.
got cursed and sent into the nether region.
I was trying to forget that, and you brought that back up to my memory.
I had to witness it, and a lot of us all had to, so you have to experience it too.
Man, I watched that segment and I was like, "Whoa!" Where Joe Hendry was and where he is now is like night and day. I'm just saying.
Right. Speaking of night and day, though, Lady B out here. Finn, where have you been? Nobody throws me like you do. Lash is definitely yum yums. Lash is definitely yum yums. And even some yum yums for Naya. Some yum yums for Naya. Me new member. I have been here through 4 other co-hosts. Cut the who, what now? What are we going at now?
Wait a minute.
I don't know what beef you got in, but we know you. We know you smile. I don't know why I went into that voice with it, but yes. I think we're coming out of commercial break this September. Saturday's main event, so advertisement for Sunday night's main event. Now,
which will be.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, which is in my backyard of Atlanta.
That's
Georgia.
what I was actually about to kind of get at because shout out Taco for the jewels. But since Geekbox was on here earlier, and obviously, All In's not exactly in his backyard, but at least in his home country, and the advertisement that he's seen for, I wanted to see if you've seen anything popping up around for Sunday night's main event or anything yet, as it's still a week or so away.
I haven't seen anything like like on billboards or anything, but I've seen local. I've seen local news and stuff advertise it and things of that sort. I actually did look at potentially going until I saw that the tickets were not in my price range, and I said I'm okay with not going.
Well, then no, you should just be like Eric Bischoff says and just get a second job and stop drinking Mountain Dew, right?
If it was that easy.
Yeah. As Chelsea Rip Hamilton out here. I do kind of like her and Tiffany as a pair. I think Tiffany's going to probably eventually turn and go heel on Chelsea.
Oh, yeah.
But they've done a good job, and I don't know if it's just Tiffany's like finally been around enough that you see the flaws of, I was once the biggest Tiffy Time supporter, and now that clock don't tick.
Yeah, it's kind of when it comes to Tiffany Stratton, it's kind of I don't want to say a fall from grace because it's not like it's been a big dip, but it's not the same. Yeah. I'll say it like that. It's not the same.
We missed daylight savings time. We need to check the batteries on the clock out here and everything to see why is it always 2:00.
Right.
But Almighty Pop agreeing with you. Yes, Cardona should have stood in TNA and been their liaison on screen whenever they do crossovers. That's not a terrible shot at all.
Right. It was better. It would have been better than the actual liaison, who was also the Knockouts champion. But we won't talk about that.
But yes, folks, let us know who you have for this match. Whether you've got Bubblicious out here of Tiffany Stratton and Chelsea Green taking on Irresistible Force of Last Legend and Nia Jax.
And I didn't even know that Nia Jax and Lash Legend had a name. I didn't know they were called the Irresistible Forces.
They
Cool
vaguely
name.
every now and then kind of use it.
Okay.
Well, because they haven't been doing too much as a recent as a tag team per se, because Nia's been the one going at Chelsea, but now with the broken orbital, it kind of gotten awkward. So Tiffany has been the one, for the most part, fighting Chelsea's matches, or been the one getting beat up by Lash and Nia to defend Chelsea. So this is the first time I think we're really seeing Chelsea wrestle since the announced orbital.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Oh. And I mean, we all thought that even, okay, you got a broken orbital, do the Rhea mask spot, do the take her mask thing. Everybody's done it before. Like, we just have Liv, who went 100 days without defending the title, and it was fine. But Chelsea gets a boo-boo, and the not ghost yet of Michael P.S. Hayes says, "Give me that belt back."
I think it was perfect, though, the story that they were kind of telling with her giving the title back and how passionate she was. I mean, that whole thing was so good to kick off SmackDown a couple of weeks ago.
Right. Bradley showing love to Small Mark out there. AR1, what up? Anthony is the CFO for the TNA. He's loaded.
The CFO for the TNA. I wish.
What?
I was going to say, speak it into existence. Let Carlos know that I got financial experience. I could be the chief financial officer.
See, I was petitioned for you to be in Triple H's spot out there. You're going to be the chief content creator, so you can just, every time when somebody asks, we do what we do.
What we do.
We do what we do. Just enjoy the show. We do what we do.
I just wish fans would be fans and not critique everything. We'll put a better product on and we won't.
Right? Worry about the talent. Don't worry about what I'm doing backstage and creative or anything like that.
Yeah. I can go to
pass the buck as I'm in commercial break.
Right.
Well, there's some part of it, every bit of those quotes, I've also come on here and said that there is a part of those that does make sense. There is also a lot of those that there's the other half that you can very easily tear apart and read into it. But it's the corporate double talk. That's what it always is. And it's always going to be as the corporate double talk.
I think
to go nerdy Harry Potter, it's parcel tongue.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I think that the one that, like, to me really sounded stupid was the last one that you just said, was focus on the wrestlers and not what I'm doing. If you're not doing a good job, then we're going to complain because the wrestlers are not putting on a good product that you provide for them to try to go out there and do.
It's like the whole Ilya's not a needle mover. Well, you the one who puts him in the positions. It's like saying the kicker's not a great quarterback. Well, you're the one who puts him on the fucking field.
Right. And it's like when he said I think it was the SummerSlam press conference, when he was like, when people talk about, not being in the position that they should be, I asked them, are you more over than Liv Morgan? Are you more over than Roman Reigns? Than Cody Rhodes? But you have to put them on the screen for them to try to generate a reaction. If they're not put on the screen, then they can't be more over than those superstars. I'm just saying. I'm just putting 2 + 2 together to make 4.
Well, they're getting 22, but yeah, Paul, the only one who controls that is you. Remember when your father-in-law used to run stuff and people got organically over and then got
Exactly.
organically unemployed
Exactly.
immediately after that?
Oh man. It's like when Tony Khan said that he wished, he could have Britt Baker back. And we're like, well, you're the one
Pick
that
up the
puts
phone.
the
Pick up the phone.
cards together to have Britt Baker there. So, I don't know.
Help me to help you. Help me to help you.
Help me help. Yeah, help me to help you. Exactly. That's the right quote.
Right, there we go. Jake, what up? Ken, not only do we get the headbangers at my local show, now Doc Gallows is coming too. Hey, shout out. That's always interesting of when you get the local independents and everything and you get, making a one-off appearance.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They had Nick Nemeth here probably about 2 months ago. I just didn't feel like driving 2 hours. So
I think you would have been able to see our buddy Big Trouble Ben Bishop take on Nick Nemeth out there.
Yeah.
I'd be knowing. Big Mama versus Low Mamas. I love it when you call me Big Papa. Oh, as Chelsea takes a bump outside, but she's already selling the face. My face. The Phantom of the Ring is here. Or just be TK double cupped up and say thank you so much. Oh yeah, we could just be at the press conference. Everything's great, so great. Wow, thank you so much for asking that question. What we really want to do over here, yeah.
Double
and then just talk about Japanese wrestling for fucking 5 minutes. Yeah. Just talk about a random Inoki match or some shit, even that has nothing to do with it. Bring up he's gonna bring up giant haystacks during the post-show media scrum. I want to put that as like an inside bet of Kalshi, not sponsored where you at, of Tony Khan will mention some obscure UK wrestler at the All-In press scrum, post-show press scrum, just because they're in the
UK. He's gonna do that all the time. He's definitely gonna do that. Ken down here says that Anth is a mathematical genius. 2 + 2 = 4. Hey, I'm just trying to put two numbers together to make it equal something.
He's out here like Solo in the Matrix. He's starting to believe he is the one.
Oh, covered by Nia Jax and Tiffany, but she kicks out at 2.
Anthony, I'm old school. How do you guys get the background? Is so hard to do.
That's all KJ.
Our background on Steve. Yeah, respect.
That's all KJ.
Shumanahaya. That is all that man's artistic.
I'm not good at making backgrounds or cover photos or anything like that. I'm gonna be honest. I use AI. So,
oh, you dastardly devil! No. As Chelsea's still getting helped out, but this is where Tiffany's gonna get turn on Chelsea because I'm getting my ass whooped because of you, as she's just getting smashed, and Tiffany or as Chelsea's getting walked off.
Yeah, that was a nice move by Lash and Nia Jax though. But yeah, Chelsea Green's being walked off.
Oh, there's no tag partner. I need to go. I need to help my friend.
Oh, she's going back.
Is she gonna win this? Drop kick. Grabs Lash, but no, everything. This is even why still normally we'd be able to flip my background so it look a little bit smoother in the middle and everything. But KJ not here, so this is why it looked like it looked. But yeah, crossbody. But no, again, everything with the backgrounds, all the layouts and everything is all KJ's doing. So shout out to man. Yes, he can still get flowers, even if we got to mail them to him right now.
Yeah, I wish I had that skill, but I don't have it. I have a good skill to edit though. I can edit videos to a T and have all that cool stuff in it, but I can't do that with backgrounds or anything like that.
I just talk. That's all I do. I just talk. I just do things. I'm a dog chasing a car.
Oh,
I know what I do if I caught one.
Right. Samoan drop by Nia Jax.
Now, this is a risky proposition because wide north and, Nia's coming down on Fragile.
North. Wide north.
Well, she'd have to go up. You can't say wide right or anything. Up. Wide up. Wide directional.
That's true.
Landed on an
That's
orbital.
True.
Well, instead she lands on the chesticles out there as Nia Jax picks up the win. Are you surprised that they've never gone with Nia or even Naomi towards the bloodline peripheral?
Yeah.
They didn't even do it too much with Tamina. The most that they ever did it with Tamina was back when the Usos had the face paint.
Yeah. I'm surprised they never went that direction. Especially with like Tamina, who really didn't have anything. So like you could have really did something there. Oh, there's Danhausen. Oh shit.
Hey, it's been a minute since we've seen the Hausen, so I'm okay because he kind of went away. They realized, much like we talked about with that Joe Hendry moment, it jumped the shark a bit, and now we went away, and so we're slowly bringing it back, and we're just doing minor moments.
Yeah,
he's there awkward in between Gunther and all this to be, hey, cameo spot. I don't hate it.
I just don't like Danhausen, so
very nice, very evil. Why do you not like the Danhausen?
I don't find him funny.
He's that little stupid scratch of the itch out there. If it's one of those that I know it's not great, like I know it's just comic dad joke bullshit and everything, but it scratches that little fucking itch that you got on the back of your elbow type shit.
I get that.
Oh, Paige out here. So we're getting a women's U.S. title match right now.
Okay. All right. Go right into that match.
Hashtag Anthausen. Yes, Jose. Hashtag
no,
Anthausen.
Please.
Danhausen has to, or Anthony has to dress up as Danhausen. That needs to be a challenge out here. We need to make that a challenge of Anthony dresses up as Danhausen.
Please don't make this a thing. Please, no. I had a conversation with Boston about Danhausen, and we literally got into an argument. So please don't make that a thing. I don't. Me and Danhausen, absolutely not.
Fair enough. Well, then you're halfway agreeing with Cherokee George, who I think is doing the interpretation of the inner machinations of your mind, saying, yeah, irresistibles. Oh, I just turned the channel. House and junk. I think he just read your mind and did your internal monologue there.
Yes. Thank you, Cherokee. Thank you.
But official Wave Chaos, we're in commercial. Oh, Mr. T documentary. Okay. A Pity the Fool. That's always interesting because Mr. T was a bit, and this is a halfway tangent, but also official Wave. We're going to get to your question in a minute.
Yeah.
But Mr. T was like one of those that was just a bit before my time. And then by the time I was really knowing about Mr. T and like Rocky movies and all of that, like he kind of had already went away a bit.
Yeah.
So I kind of don't know fully how it happened. Like I know of Mr. T and I get it, but I don't know how it became it.
Oh yeah, it's kind of in the same boat, too. So I'm definitely interested. I'm a big documentary guy. I'll watch a documentary of about anything, even if it turns out to be not interesting and boring, like the one I'm watching now of the Cold War. But yeah, I'm definitely going to watch that one.
Can confirm. This man literally had to pause a documentary before we went live to hear me talk, to say hi and have a conversation with me. Can confirm.
Yes, that's factual information.
Right. I don't have to source it. I don't have to contact ESPN support line or leave a voicemail there or anything like that to be able to source that information. But official Wave saying why the champion getting pinned. Hey, I already thought she was going to be completely out of the match because they were selling the whole broken orbital shit. Right. So I on one hand get it of she shouldn't get pinned, but she's also the one injured and the one banged up. And she I thought I could be brave, and I thought I could fight and everything. I get it. She's taken a lot of losses. She's taken all losses since she's won the belt. But she is also banged up, and I think they're doing this sympathetic, super underdog of just constantly gets beat down story with it.
And that's what I was just about to point out of them doing that with Chelsea Green. She's gonna be the underdog. I feel like the underdog champion. She's gonna constantly get beat down, and then when it comes to that big match, that big moment, she's gonna pull it out. So I do like that idea. Should she have gotten pinned? Maybe not. Like Tiffany Stratton was there to take the pin, but
But she already ate 57 moves, and she did 57 moves.
She did.
Match and the next match and the next match. Chelsea took 3 moves. That's why I've been saying why I think Tiffany's eventually going to get sick and tired of getting my ass kicked,
and then she's going to turn. Fight. Yeah, then she's going to turn. Absolutely, I agree with you there.
Daryl Keith Ford, what up? What up? Almighty, I feel you, Anthony. I love a good World War II documentary. I'm always a sucker for sports documentaries.
Yeah.
Like the Untold stuff, the 30 for 30s. I've even gotten now the missus. She's not big sports or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But throw on a sports documentary or anything like that, she's hooked. Like,
yeah,
even the WWE documentaries, all the behind the stuff, Unreal and everything. She'll watch that.
Yeah, I like stuff like that too, like sports documentaries. Even though I'm not a sports guy, like I like the documentary because you're knowing the history of whatever they're talking about, and that's pretty cool. I do like watching like old war documentaries. Netflix has a good series called Turning Point, and I think I'm watching season 2, which is the Cold War. Every episode is like an hour and a half though, and I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
See, well, because I like some of the crazy true crime stuff. Like,
oh man,
I know it's a bit of an older one, but like The Devil Next Door, that whole miniseries, like I can still to this day just throw that on of John DeMoniuk. I still remember the name because I watched it. You hear it so many goddamn times. John DeMoniuk out there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna watch a true crime documentary every chance I get because.
I've been telling you.
They're always good.
Well, no, I keep saying of the one podcast that I listen to that I want to show you, and then I always forget. But yeah, has Fatal Influence coming out right now.
Yeah, so we got JC Jane versus Paige for the Women's United States Championship.
Now, I feel like surprisingly, is the one not with the furry, not with the fluff and stuff. Doesn't look like a stuffy.
Right? And why was Baron Corbin carrying that for a couple of weeks? Like, did they not have the regular, United States Championship on standby? That was just weird.
You want to roll around with that?
Right. Do we get
hi, yippa hi, yippa hey, yippa hi.
Yum yums, yum yums.
They got the camera all blurry because of how good they look.
No Vaseline. Goddamn, I'm glad y'all set it up. Well, even Paige is out here. Let's not forget Paige is out here.
Yes,
but is Fatal Influence the evolved form of Toxic Attraction, which was the evolved form of the Beautiful People from TNA? Like, let's be honest, the Beautiful People sparked a whole kind of concept, I think, for a lot of women's wrestlers out there that has birthed a lot of factions.
Now you're in my wheelhouse talking about TNA, the Beautiful People. Yes, I feel like the Beautiful People had an influence on Lay Cool, Michelle and Layla. You're right with Toxic Attraction, Fatal Influence. Absolutely, the Beautiful People had an impact in wrestling that a lot of people don't talk about.
I didn't think Fatal Influence knew the color yellow. Huh? I feel like that might be a offhanded Jasmine Ninks fucking dig. Who Jasmine Ninks might be out there punching air. I can't even remember if you know that she was
She
before
was part
Laney
of,
Reed. Yeah, she
yeah,
was in the Fatal Influence before Laney Reed, and then
and
she
she
got
didn't
released.
resign.
Yeah.
She got
Well, she
released.
didn't resign, and that's what it was. She was
Okay,
one of those.
okay. Yeah, she didn't resign. So yeah, I do remember that. And now look at this group. Like they're one of the biggest things on SmackDown and in the women's division, you know.
Like I said, Cuba Gooding Jr. punching air.
Sometimes it's good to be patient and wait, other times maybe not. But absolutely, I
Bernard,
really
what
do
up?
like I do like them.
Uh, oh yeah, no, sorry. Ronan, they all look beautiful with gold around their waist, like you said, dripped in gold out there. Got the tag belts, got the uh women's US title out there. And is this making the women's US title matter a bit more of you've got Paige, a former women's world champion,
Mhm.
arguably a surefire Hall of Famer when it comes to WWE competing for this belt.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's huge for Paige to be in this position. It makes the title, you know, feel prestigious. But the last couple of champions we've had with that US title just have with the exception of Tiffany Stratton, it was cool seeing her having it.
Chelsea Green, our
She
president,
was the
who
first
made that
one,
belt
yeah.
matter.
But like Zelina, Vega, Julia, like that was rough.
Now,
Especially
did you see Zelina and Tiffany have their whole thing on a live stream or whatever it was? I saw that briefly floating around of that. They did it for a live stream of like they had a moment interact. But where does Zelina
mm-mm.
Vega end up out here with all of this? Where does hubby Malachi end up? Do they
You
show
know,
up at Wembley?
they could show up at Wembley. I feel like TNA is really making some moves. They could show up on Impact. I mean, we got Zoe Starks now, you know. Yeah,
Open the
that
pocket
was
strings.
yeah. So I don't know. Zelina's been in TNA before, so it'd be cool to see her back out in, you know, back in TNA for a bit.
Right, but Dirtbag, what up? Hey, shout out. I recognize you from Twitch. Not Twitch, Twitter. Yeah, I'm still old. I don't even call it X. Does anyone actually call it X, or is it just Elon that only calls it X?
I
And
never call it
it's
X.
Twitter to everybody else.
Right. I never call it X.
X gonna give
What's
it
up,
to you. He
Dirtbag?
gonna give it to you. But he's saying Paige is washed. Is Paige best days beyond her? Is she in that Nikki Brie Bella scream mode? Well, we're going to retire this year. Thanks. We appreciate it. Can you do it midway?
I
How
can
long
say
till January?
I can say Paige is obviously a better wrestler than Nikki and Brie of that sorts. I don't see I wanted Paige to return to the WWE, but I didn't really see her ever being top women, you know, in the division.
She's not Paige what Paige was
Exactly.
before. Much like I would say, and even I've been the advocate for AJ Lee a bit, and I don't know how you feel with that. And she might be coming back. AJ Lee. Well, you weren't an AJ Lee fan at all, but AJ Lee hasn't been what AJ Lee was.
People was hyping her up, and I'm like, she is not what y'all crack her up to be. I'm sorry.
Did you like AJ Lee before, or just it's all been bad?
I never really understood the hype for AJ Lee. What I can say is, which may sound positive and negative at the same time, AJ Lee was the best in her time for the Divas division.
Yes.
She outshined a lot of the women in that division. AJ Lee being in this women's division today, absolutely not.
I can actually concede that point at this point of after watching the match that she had with Becky and everything. Sorry, Phil. Sorry, Ape. Sorry, Larry. But of AJ Lee was a bit of a product of a weak draft class, and she really showed out of that. Versus, and it is also a testament. It's a backhanded compliment of it's a testament to the division that we have now that has women's wrestling has passed the Divas era by. That's why no one from that era works anymore. Michelle McCool couldn't come out and do shit right now. Bella couldn't. Nikki Bella. Mickey would probably be the closest, and she was even before that. So she gets the grandfather in clause.
Yeah. I mean, the only one you named a few like Mickey James. The only one that I really could see could come back and she has stepped in the ring with Rhea Ripley is Beth Phoenix. We saw Beth Phoenix. It was Beth Phoenix and Edge versus Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor. Cool match. Beth Phoenix showed up and showed out, but like outside of that, like when everybody was hyping AJ Lee up, I'm like, no, absolutely not. Please don't. And I know I've said on the channel too, like I like Nikki and Brie Bella. I know you and KJ don't. I don't like Nikki and Brie Bella because of their wrestling ability. That's not why I like them. I like them because I watched Toto Divas and I watched Toto Bellas and they were funny and entertaining and things of that sort. In ring, in ring, no, but there were some cool things they did in the past. Like I really liked the Brie Bella Stephanie McMahon feud. The match wasn't great, but the feud that built up to the match was good. But like outside of that, no, I'd say I like that.
Fair enough. Well, and I agree with you on that, and I do like even Dirtbag following up out here with too much young talent to have these nostalgia acts, which is an actual incredible valid point of how do you want to grow talent? Are you more over than Paige? Well, Paige has been here for fucking 2 months, whatever, and has wrestled 2 matches or whatever. Like, you have to give people an opportunity to get on the stage to see what they really have.
No, absolutely. I feel like, and when she came back, she was, I don't want to say stuck, but she was put in a tag team with Brie Bella. So we may just kind of see, over the next couple of months, her being a singles competitor, what she can do.
Well, she's got to probably have the match at some point with Nikki, I would assume. JC gets the win on the small package. Well, that does me in. But I still think, like, could you see Paige ever pair up with a Paxley or a Rhea or anything? Like, does Goth Mommy cross Goth Mommy path?
Maybe. That might be a match I would be interested to see Paige and Rhea. I don't know if I would pay money to see it, but I would at least see it.
I would pay rubles as Nikki Bella. Speak of Nikki. Bella and they shall appear.
You can look, but you can't touch.
I'm gonna, you know what? I was gonna leave you. I was gonna say other things, but I'm gonna leave this with what you can't touch. And I'm gonna step away and no, I can't say other words.
All right, as Nick takes a pause here, Nikki Bella is back and she attacks Paige. JC Jane retains the Women's United States Championship. So I guess we're gonna continue with this Paige and Nikki Bella feud as Nikki Bella is about to hit the rack attack. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. So Nikki Bella hits the rack attack as she returns and attack Paige. So we are going to continue with this feud a little bit. I'll go through the comments a little bit here. Let's see here. I think that's Just Joe. Just Joe says, what about Eve Torres? Liked her in the Divas era, wouldn't fit here. I'll say it like that. Almighty Pop says, I disagree. I don't think she's washed, but I will say I think they're all cooked once Naomi and Bianca. Yes, I'm ready for Naomi and Bianca to come back. I think it's about time for them to come back. I know Bianca might be out for a lengthier time with some of the news that came out, I think, over the past week or so. But Naomi, you already gave birth. Come on back. Denisha, AJ Lee is married to Punk. She can't be old. I never called AJ Lee old. I just said she wouldn't fit in the women. Someone else said she was old in the comments. I never called AJ Lee old. I don't think AJ Lee is old. I think AJ Lee is like 7 years older than. I'd never called her old. I just said she wouldn't work in today's women's division, and that's kind of been clear. Damien says, I was an AJ Lee Page fan, still a fan of theirs now. I was always a Page fan. I've actually had small interactions with Paige on social media on TikTok, because I was a huge Paige fan back in the day. I'm still a Paige fan now. I just was never a fan of AJ Lee. We're getting a recap of SmackDown last week, Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. We know that this big match is going down in my backyard, Sunday night main event. But I believe if they touch each other, if they attack one another before then, they will not be able to have a WWE Championship match ever again. I think those were the words that that was used last week. So we got a backstage segment. We got Finn Balor. We got Cody Rhodes. And so tonight in the main event, if you guys don't know, I think it's Finn Balor, Gunther, and Kevin Owens for the #1 contendership spot for the WWE Championship. Bernard says, can't complain about nostalgia acts and then whine about missing the Attitude Era. That comment might be for others. I don't really miss the Attitude Era, but no, your statement is accurate. It's definitely accurate. I think someone said nostalgia acts in the comments, not me, but I definitely agree with your statement, Bernard. So, SmackDown is on commercial. Boston says this show blows. I'm not really enjoying it, to be honest. I liked last week's SmackDown a lot better, but we're only 52 minutes in. That's a lot of time, actually. So we'll see how it goes. I am excited for the main event. You got the triple threat for the #1 contendership. So I'm excited for that. I don't know what else has been announced so far. We went through 2 matches. So we'll see what happens as we go into the second hour here. Chair says, can't Sirius a Bella fan. I didn't say I was a fan of their wrestling ability. I said I was a fan of what they did on Total Divas and Total Bellas. That's what I said. I became a fan of them because of that, not because of their wrestling ability. I think y'all like to take words that I say and just twist them around for some reason. So just saying. Almighty Pop says, I honestly think the Juicy wrestlers will wrestle circles around this entire roster, but I may be biased. Just need me WWE stars to provide the yum yums. A lot of, and I don't know if I said that word right. I don't know if it's Joshi or Juicy. Obviously I can't speak Japanese. But
Joshi,
a lot
Joshi.
of
The term is Joshi.
Thank you. A lot of the Japanese wrestlers, which I've seen on YouTube and stuff like that, I feel like could run circles around some, if not most, of the WWE roster. One of my favorite matches that I seen in TNA, yeah, I'm bringing up TNA for a second, was Jordynne Grace versus Miyu Yamashita. First time I ever seen her wrestle was for the knockout title. It was on an episode of Impact in 2024, I believe. And I'm closing my eyes just to remember because I couldn't remember the exact year. Yeah, instantly became a fan of Miyu Yamashita. Like that was a really good match with Jordynne Grace. And I think she wrestled Jordynne Grace twice for that. So really, really cool. Really cool match to see. If you've never seen it, it's on YouTube. Jordynne Grace, Miyu Yamashita, knockout title, episode of Impact. I think it aired in May of 2024. If I can remember all of that, that's crazy. Boston says, not just a recap or a second recap of last week, since one wasn't enough. I call this wasted TV. Yeah, I mean the multiple recaps sometimes is just, I feel you. Alan down here says, what do you think about the New Day going to AEW or TNA? So I think it's kind of clear, in a way that they're going to AEW. Me being the TNA guy, I'm like, give us all the wrestlers, even though I know TNA that just doesn't have the deep pockets like a WWE, like an AEW. If the New Day goes to AEW, I just hope they utilize them correctly, right? So I think, they head over to AEW, strap them up with the tag team titles, but it seems like they're gonna be in a trios, they'll be in the trios division with Swerve. I don't know how I feel about that, but also like I can't truly give an opinion because I watch AEW, but I fall out of it sometimes because some of the weekly episodes I just don't feel like they're good enough to continue to come back weekly. But I am excited for All In because their pay-per-views always deliver. I am excited for Mercedes Moné versus Willow. I feel like that's been one of, if not the strongest story going into All In. And I think SmackDown is coming back from commercial here. Taco Marquez, TNA comes back from commercial. Taco Mark says, how'd you celebrate M by Elegance's title win? 3 bottles of wine and a pizza. So if anybody knows, M by Elegance won the Knockouts television title last night. I don't drink, so it wouldn't be 3 bottles of wine, but I couldn't go to sleep. I didn't go to sleep until almost 2:30 last night. I was so hyped and pumped, not from only TNA being so good, and the stream that we had last night was really good, but M by Elegance winning the title. Yeah, I was up until about 2:30 because I could not.
This man had a little bit of the bubbly out there. I still don't believe you had a hard cider or something out there. You had a cream soda to fucking take the edge off. As I got Chef Boyardee and Trick Williams out here backstage. But no, definitely a good bit of some of the things that you talked about I want to touch on and everything with that.
Yeah, sure.
Like even with the Joshi wrestling, it all depends on how they get booked, because you can see it in different levels. You can see Julia, who in my eyes is kind of getting squashed out, stamped out, even though she was up there on the same level with Stephanie Vacour. Asuka was the best thing since sliced bread until they turned her into toast. Kyrie saying we might see her at Wembley. So I get the fuck you, Baron Corbin.
Did you say Kyrie saying at Wembley?
I could see there was there was a rumor. And I don't want to be the one to spread rumors, but I mean, I did hit on saying Zoe Starks was backstage at Impact, and then Zoe Starks showed up on Impact. And I did say a couple other people might be backstage, so we'll see how this goes. But we'll see. I'm not saying I know anything.
No, I was just messing with you. I won't be pre-mad if Taylor Wilde doesn't show up.
Well, you can, don't worry. If you are pre-mad, you can go and get your pre-mad merch out there. # shameless plug. I actually still need to grab my own line, because I mean, if it's kind of my line, I think I need to not only show that I'm a member, I'm not only the president, I'm also a member as well.
Right. Right. So you definitely got to get that shirt.
Right. But you should go and get it too out there. # Wrestling for Life merch store. But Cody coming out right now. I entirely forgot what I was already getting. About certain spoilers and surprises and everything. But I could see Kyrie. There was the rumor going around that it was going to be Kyrie and Tekla on Wembley, because Tekla is out there on milk cartons right now. Where might she be? And then it ties in. See, Tony, I'll book the match for you and even do your creative, because I can do that better than you can do it. Tekla's been the one going at Stardom the whole time, and that's been her claim to it. Who's the biggest free agent that you could get that has ties to Stardom, is synonymous with Stardom, that isn't currently an active Stardom wrestler, that has a reach and a fan base beyond your regular, your hardcore, your already bought in AEW audience? Kyrie Sane. Out there, just waiting. And there was even rumors that that WWE had buyer's remorse, had cutter's remorse, and was going to sign her back, and that never happened. So we'll see.
Yeah, I
If the
really like
British
Kairi
Navy's good
Sane.
for anything, it's good for fucking pirates, and Kyrie might show up. Yeah.
I really like Kairi Sane, especially back in her NXT days. Like that was some good. She was throwing out some good matches back in NXT. Would love to see her be able to wrestle again. Tekla, I really like her too. She lost the title, and they were like, "Okay, well, you lost the title, so you
And you
won't be on
go away
TV
now.
anymore." And she had been really like running that women's division over there. So, I don't know. I like your idea though of having Tekla versus Kyrie Sane because Tekla doesn't like Stardom, and that whole story was about
Yeah,
Stardom.
she got a whole
Yeah.
catchphrase over that she can't say on TV. Being a dumb, you know what? But
Right.
I'm too diabolical for you guys. What are you, fucking Dr. Doom out there, Samuel? You good? But yeah, no, you and I both show the love and show the respect and bow down
Yes.
to the elegance brand out there, and the love was shown back and everything like that. But yeah, no,
really,
it was really cool because I obviously did it. Well, and even Jada deserves as much credit in that match as M does.
yes,
Respectfully.
yes.
It was a great match all around. And the match made me switch fandom mid-match, which is a rare thing to have happen in wrestling and a cool thing to have happen.
That was cool to see, like how like in that moment, like you became a M by Elegance fan. Like she's really
Can
good.
I be
like
N by Elegance? I don't know if that works.
That N by Elegance, that actually does kind of work.
I'm the
But
next
yeah.
in the alphabetical slaughter. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, really excellent match by those two last night. Jada Stone deserves every props that she gets because she had the upper hand a good 75% of that match. She couldn't tower over the tall and by Elegance. It was just impossible for her to do.
Like wrestled the perfect kind of
Yeah.
match for somebody of that size. And the last minute and a half had you believing anybody could win it at any moment, which is the best kind of wrestling. As
I think
Cody
Nick
with his
froze. He's back.
ass looking ass suit. Oh yeah, Kool-Aid. When other guys got shown your door. See, they're doing what they were doing for the WrestleMania feud, just sans McAfee. Just we've washed our hands of Pat.
Doing it 4 months.
Run it back.
Doing it 4 months too late. But
yeah,
not really too late, but yeah.
It's something that keeps Cody away from the world title.
Yes.
I honestly which we've talked about a lot. See Randy win 15.
Yes. Yeah. At least one more time. He has to win like 15.
But even they pop and they react for Randy coming out. Like, who's the face here? Is it Randy that everybody cheers for and everybody gets behind? Came back. Are we oversaturated and sick of Cody Rhodes? It's hot times out here when you have the son of Dustin Rhodes.
It also is like Randy Orton is like, a vet. Who was going to boo Randy Orton at this stage of his career? Like that's another thing you take into account. Like you just don't boo Randy Orton. They
booed CM Punk in Canada.
They did. He deserved it though.
But it's he deserved it. Now I see why you were pulling for Kevin Owens. As they're singing all the way along with it, as Denise is apologizing to you. I don't know if you want to read it.
Oh yeah, I'll read it. Sorry, I think she's saying she thought I said AJ Lee was old. I didn't say AJ Lee was old at all. I just don't think she fits into the narrative of this women's division. She was the best in the Divas division, but not every diva could come over and be in this new women's division. I don't feel like it's possible, especially when you got like, a Rhea Ripley, a Charlotte Flair, a Bianca Belair, and Naomi, things of that sort. So the only one that's really done well coming back twice was Trish Stratus. You know, that
There's
match
that
still,
gap of like Trish Stratus, Mickey James can still come back, but like the AJ Lees, the Bellas, and everything, I guess there wasn't enough whatever's there to where it doesn't really coagulate and compilate of it doesn't compute when they come back.
Right.
Like Donovan McNabb was a good quarterback. He's not going to be a great quarterback in 2026. Peyton Manning was a great quarterback. He's not going to be a great quarterback in 2026.
Exactly. And then you have to kind of, and I know we're talking over this promo, but you also have to kind of pair them. You have to pair them up with the right people too. And I think Trish Stratus coming back and having a feud with Becky Lynch in the steel cage match that they had, excellent. But it was help from Becky Lynch because Trish Stratus has never been in a steel cage match. So and then she had the match with Tiffany Stratton with Tiffany Stratton at Evolution last year that I was at, and I thought it was good too.
There you go. See, and now they're bringing up WrestleMania where I punted you in the face and left you broke. Like I kicked you as hard as I could. Which Randy has always been like a certain height, but as of late, whenever he's around anybody else, he looks like he's gained like 3 inches in height. Like, he just looks like. Even Cody's like, I'm a tall guy. I'm 6'2",
and he has to look up to Randy.
Yeah, and even Randy's what? Randy can't be 6'6" out here, but that's how he looks. He looks like a starting shooting guard.
Right.
Last week was much better, Anthony. You unfollowed and got stuck with the trash. Oh.
Last week was.
It's been middling.
Yeah.
It's not been bad, but it's also not been great.
Yeah.
As Randy's just dog walking Cody, sorry.
Right. No, I was just gonna say, like, last week's episode of SmackDown was the first one I've watched fully in months, in all transparency. So what is Will
Ospreay?
Right.
Right. What is Will Ospreay answering a question from Ariel Hawani?
Exactly.
Did I win Jeopardy?
And I watched last week's episode of SmackDown knowing that I had to be on stream this week, so I wanted to have a little bit of knowledge of what was happening.
This man's doing tape watching. This man's watching film out there.
Exactly. So last week was good. This week it's just been, like you said, just mid, and it's probably because it's not live too.
Well, yeah, that's been the weird theme of this week. TNA has been the most live show this whole week, which is weird.
Yes, because that is right. Raw was live, but I know
Dynamite. Raw was preempted.
Yeah.
Then, NXT was live, but it's NXT. Dynamite was taped.
Yeah.
And Thursday Impact was live, and was the most live. The one that's known for being the most taped was the most live, and this is taped tonight. Why are they like so close, circling each other weirdly like this? Like this is a Broadway play of like
that's what it's giving.
West Side Story.
It's giving Broadway musical.
Boston getting all mad at me. Nick, stare no damn pause. Anthony don't need no lifeline. This ain't no Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Phone a friend. Let him sound it out. Fine, I can just go away. If you want Anthony exclusive out here, my elegance bringing you a Feel Good Friday, I can go away.
No, don't go away.
No.
Don't leave me here. Don't leave me here.
Miyu Yamashita. Yeah, this is the only thing that makes this work right now is because Cody's trying to instigate Randy to do it. Hit me. Hit me.
He said, you want to hit me?
When you're getting like literally face to face, it looks like you wanna. It looks like you wanna.
Right.
Well, is Biggie really done? Yes, he's announced his own retirement. And he's actually written a whole book that I don't know if they've done the audiobook yet. I'm a big audiobook guy. It's easier for me to listen to this shit than
because I ain't gonna read nothing.
Well, ADHD, bipolar and everything like that. That the mind, makes it a lot easier to hear it versus read it. But yeah, as Tatum backstage with Jackie Redmond, but no, Big E's done, which is sad and it fucking sucked. But I'm glad that he more than anything needs to make peace with it, and it feels like he has, and that's the best thing about it. So like I can't gangbang on something he's not gangbanging on.
And he fits well. He fits well with doing like the pre-show stuff and the post-show.
His personality will always shine through.
Yeah.
He's a fantastic ambassador for the company.
Exactly. You said it right there.
As Charlotte's like a team, like so they're gonna have a match at Saturday Night's Main Event. Is it a 6-woman tag match?
Yep, it's gonna be them versus Jade and the. Are they the baddies? Are they officially called the baddies?
I think we've just called them the baddies. We have the baddies, and then on NXT you have the natties, which are Carmen Petrovich and Nikita Lyons.
The natties.
Yes, you have the baddies and the natties, but so this is still kind of. This is really interesting. This has made me really like Charlotte Flair. All of this has. And I really am interested if they're still going to really go with Jade versus Charlotte. Because at this point now, we've seen 2 or 3 matches, and they're all a bit clunk. There is a timing issue, a talent issue, or whatever it is. But I feel like someone's going to end up on a sideline taking a Jaded at this point.
Yeah, it could be. It could be something like that. And I know that like the Charlotte and Jade match that happened a couple of weeks ago, like that ending was a bit clunky.
He botched 3 times in a finish.
Yeah. And I watched.
How you fuck up a free throw, a layup, and a dunk?
I watched. I can't even remember his name. He's. Man, Stevie Richards. I watched Stevie Richards break down like that whole ending and like how he just explained it for the people that are watching. Like I completely understood what he was trying to convey, and like he was saying like how she overshot the like the supernatural.
Yeah, but then they did it on a house show and did even worse.
Yeah, and like how she tried to. Charlotte tried to hit the Sister Abigail and she moved too quickly, to complete the move. I was like, okay, that all makes sense.
Yeah, and I've been out there. I've wanted this feud, and they've teased it for a while. They've teased it like it's Emma Frost versus Storm again for any comic nerd out there.
Versus Storm.
See, you got it. I'm a nerd. Point ahead, look smart. I can come up with references. But it's been that kind of vibe of it's been just one more fight, but instead it's starting to look more like if you have this match, one of them is only going to have one more match left in them, and that might be that match.
Right. That might be the case.
Yeah. Like it the story, everything lines up. They literally physically line up to where they're looking eye to goddamn eye with each other.
Yeah.
So there's no one out there outside of a Charlotte or a Rhea on that roster, maybe a Raquel, that can go eye to eye with a Jade. And it's so there. It's like a putt, just tap it in. And they keep fucking shanking it somehow.
Yeah. No, I think you put it, you nailed it. Like that was a perfect analogy. It's just I don't know. I really want to see what they can do more with Jade and Charlotte. It's just they gotta work on those big moves, and I think because Charlotte's always good. But
has Charlotte always been good, or is Charlotte turning people around? I know you might bow out for a minute, but I've been, like I was saying with Charlotte and enjoying her in this segment, and I know we joke she's Charlexa, she's Charuka.
Yeah.
out there. She is, the divorced soccer mom at the PTA meetings, just trying to look for the newest divorced dad. But she has to me won over as a baby face. Like,
Yeah.
I want to see a baby face singles run from Charlotte,
Yeah.
but I'm worried. And KJ's been the biggest proponent of the second she breaks away from Alexa or anything, she goes back to being a heel. She flips back
Well,
around.
Well, when I was saying that Charlotte has always been good, I wasn't talking about like good
No, no,
as
no. I
like a
get what you're
baby
saying, but
face.
I'm saying
Yeah,
of that, like, the second she doesn't have somebody like Alexa to make her seem like a baby face, the fans will turn right back on her.
I think that's why they've kept her with Charlotte for. I mean,
Mm.
kept her with Alexa for so long. I think just a little bit longer, and maybe they can break her away, and then Charlotte be put in that title picture again. Um, I want her to, regardless for me, if she gets booed by the fans or not, I'm going to enjoy Charlotte because I really like her, in ring. So
Fair enough, fair enough. No, absolutely. But now you're saying, let's say if the New Day joins Swerve and they get the titles, but it's only to hold it for the elite. Oh, we'll see.
we'll see.
I'm still wondering if they show up and don't even win the titles,
They might not. They really might not, to be
which would
honest.
be insane.
Yeah.
Imagine we bring in the New Day. Let's debut them on the pre-show and they don't win the belts. What?
The fandom will probably flip out, most definitely. But as
As they're making me flip out for this video package of selling
yes,
brother versus brother. Brother, help me.
right. I'm gonna leave you guys with this video package and Nick for just a few minutes here.
Yeah, my brother's abandoning me out there. Anthony's stepping away, taking a pause for the causes. Yeah, they're hyping up the whole connection of Phoenix and Pento, which is great to see because they haven't done it. They haven't done it the whole time they've been together. I don't think they've done anything that really truly exemplifies how much they're brothers and their history together. And now they're setting up that they're going to face each other toe to toe, mano y mano, hermano, to see who takes on Roman Reigns. So Monday Night Raw, don't miss it. I know Triple Mania, Triple Threat running wild out there on Sunday, but Monday coming right back in with a banger out there of Phoenix versus Penta, brother v brother, to see who takes on Roman. And god damn, is that match gonna bang? Give that a whole stupid hour. And speaking of a stupid hour, I got Byron Saxton. Oh, he's a lovely gentleman. I shouldn't say that. That's too mean. As Phoenix backstage with him. Dirtbag. No NXT slander. Don't enter the gender. Fair enough. Well, NXT still has its growing pains, and we're out here still. We watch NXT. We're out here Monday for Raw, Tuesday NXT, Wednesday Night Dynamite, Thursday Impact, Friday SmackDown, and we're going to be here Sunday for all three pay-per-views as Ricky Saints makes an appearance finally. So is Fenix going to defend his Cruiserweight title against Saints tonight out here? Fenix, the hardest working man in luchadors. Yeah, that's what he's asking for, a shot at the Cruiserweight Championship. Anthony, what would you do if Cody and Randy just broke out and sung and danced? We all in this together. All right, Geek Christ. All right, boss. Now, thank you. And Anthony stepped away. Anthony can read your comments on his own. I kid. As Mia Yim coming out right now. Interesting. What from Batty University out here. Gee, all right.
Yum
100% at this
yum
point.
yum yums.
Which actually, I have a weird, funny, random ass story that's actually a positive Twitter story, funny enough. It was actually yesterday, it was another content creator's birthday and everything that I know and everything I'm friends with. And tried to sit there and say happy birthday. His name starts with M and everything. Shout out Big Mike. but of we're all in the big family, but ended up tagging me, him, wishing her happy birthday, to which then she responded, my birthday's in April. My bad. So, yeah, random stupid side story, but gosh,
Yum yums.
yum yum
Yum yums.
out here, but Tatum coming out with Charlexa, and just, by the way, Jay Cargill, out here, money, yeah, money, yeah. So this is setting up the main event, or did they just say the main event for Saturday's main event? Oh, for Saturday's main event. I get how words work. It's weird to have a show called main event when you also have moments on your show called a main event. Just saying. But yeah, so it's official like a referee whistle. They choreographed a pose as she gets the little head pat. But yes, they'll have their pose, even though they're still debating their friendoms, as Tatum and Alexa clearly have the friendoms. But Tatum versus Miriam out here right now. And again, goddamn Jade. Make a motherfucker go broke with an ATM out here looking like that. But we are on the way, so let me know, folks, who you got for this match. Almighty, is it me, or is the chat conversation way better than the actual show today? Just a bit, well, and I'm going to be honest, keeping in the buck. That's at times, like I'll even say with Dynamite, when I was out here, that show was not really that great. Granted, Tony, thank you for respecting my time. We didn't have no half-hour overrun or anything. We just, we chatted, we had our time, everybody had a good time, everybody enjoyed the ride, and then we, went on our merry way. We spent the last 5 minutes watching a video package. No Kenny Omega, all of this. The highlight was probably MJF and Andrade, oddly, especially when that wasn't even close to your main event. But even tonight, like, they've all been good, but not great. It's one of those, like, I know I have to submit homework for an assignment. Like, I have to meet a deadline, but I'm not trying to win nothing with this. Like, I am submitting my homework, teacher, and that is it. Of even avoiding with the spoilers, like, this could be spoiler free. This could have not been taped, I dare say. And I'm still, like, maybe my biggest excitement moment for this so far, well, I'm interested to see if Tatum wins as we all go to the camera. But even then, now that they've set up the match at main event, this goes in a schmoz. This isn't going to pay off anything with here. It's a little bit like we even talked about with Thursday, with last night. There's the promo material floating around of that they're going to do Nemeth versus Matt Hardy for the world title. Why, when you have Leon at Bound for Glory? Why are we doing things before we do things? I get with the singles match, you do a thing before you get a thing, but you're going to sell the thing. I would have almost done what results here sells the match at Saturday night's main or Sunday night's main event instead of you announce it beforehand. You build through this match to that match instead of you put the cart before the horse, literally. But Bash, I see you. What up? What up? Nick Blumhouse is coming out with a movie about Robin Hood and it looks lit. Which one is it? Is it the one with Hugh Jackman, or it was Blumhouse? So is it one of the Winnie the Pooh ones? Is it something like that? I am actually interested to see Buddy, just because that might be one more I'd stream at home versus buy a ticket for, but I'm interested to see how it goes. because it gets creative. But there hasn't been too many movies as of late that I'm fully out there. I want to buy a ticket for. What's up with Al Green today? Am I missing something? It's I don't know, the luck of the Irish out there is there something? Where's Spaz or local Ottawanian? No, Ontarian. Is that even a word? To let me know why they're out there looking like Notre Dame. But I don't mind it. Maybe it's just to make sure they stand out from all the blue. I don't know. Oh, the upright. So, okay. No, that's actually really cool. Boston. That's what the movie I thought. That's exactly what I thought they were. Because I watched the trailer. It just happened as a YouTube ad in the middle of a video me and the missus were watching where we're having dinner earlier before stream. Swear to God. I saw that. And the second I see him and he like throws the little like cowl over and he's got the face paint when he's drawing a bow back, I was like, is this the fucking Robin Hood movie? Because they sell it of he's just a farmer that's no, you've taken enough for us. But now that you say that of it, he steals from the rich and gives to the poor. That would actually be super clever. And for Spider nerds, Spider-Man nerds, Marvel nerds, Sony nerds out there it's Andrew Garfield in the movie. So yeah. Speaking of Jose, Andrew Garfield. Yeah, it looks. But again, this is always at times the earliest trailer will look really good, and then the more they simmer saute, the more you see it's meat glue and it's overcooked and everything. A little bit. Like I won't lie, I'm debating on Endgame Extended out there, but we'll see. Spaz in anything. Fair. So then, do you have a theory, Spaz, on why the green? Is it just they know we're on the vitamins, so they're just embracing it? But I do like Batty University out there, but would Mia Yim actually work better with Royce and OTM? Like, I know a lot of people crashed out and even got upset about it. I mentioned it a bit of when it happened of, well, the artist formerly known with Jada Parker, and she had kind of passed them by, but Mia Yim feels like somebody that, much like Royce, much like OTM, could use a revival like that instead of cannon fodder for Jade Cargill. Submission hold 2 again. I got a small package roll. Oh, 2 count. As we still got about a half hour, so we're gonna get this and the main event. Allegedly, Tatum and Paige must have the same dermatologist. Well, those two are like, you could put them together and damn near act like they're sisters. Sister. But it's still, with doing all of this and remembering when Tatum Paxley was part of the Diamond Mind with Ivy Nile, which again, where's Ivy? We are in denial of where Ivy Nile is. Where are the creeds? Consequences for no creeds. Oh. Powerbomb. That looked. Now, this is always where it gets interesting when it's a tape show. And this, Anthony can speak a bit better to this than I can because he's been there. Yes, I know the Canadian color is red. Green is the opposite of green. Green is heel? I don't know. Green is money. Money. Well, because, yeah, all your money's all loonies and toonies and all fucking rainbows and pinks and purples and shit. As Tatum gets a win. Out of nowhere. All right. I think I'm going to, as Jade the best thing about this match has just been Jade Cargill's outfit and seeing Jade out here. Jade make a reconsider your marriage. Jade puts the bad in baddies. Yeah. God damn. But yeah, again, so Charlotte earlier acts all fine with Tatum and everything was the start of the match, and now instantly has to go back to no, we're kind of close, but we're kind of not. I thought blue was the opposite of red. Yeah, we just Seawalk. We're out here for well, there's not even a B anywhere that I can say, but yeah. Is it definitely a divide that way? We got the red and the blue brand, so we're getting a replay of Julia just getting mollywopped by Blake Monroe last week, which I know a lot of people say shit like this, and I've even said it jokingly, and it might be joking, but it also might be true. The fall from grace, the Jordan fall from grace, but the fall from grace on Julia needs to be fucking studied. Like, was it injury? Was it Stephanie Pastor? Was it a visa issue? What was it that hung her up and has now put her on an entirely different timeline? Because we talked about Joshi wrestlers earlier, and I think Julia right now is the biggest, respectfully, is the biggest red flag for a Joshi wrestler to think about going to WWE. Like, because like a Mayu Watanabe, like, oh, I'm gonna go to WWE. Oh, so I can be like that. So I can be like Saray. So I can be like, oh, speak of Julian, she's out here kicking ass. So there we go. Finally, she put some spunk in the junk. Looking like Japanese Jeff Hardy. But it is interesting. And this has to be said, as Kevin's backstage. Oh, him and Randy. Why does Randy look so much taller than everybody? But is SmackDown starting to do Ring of Honor better than AEW, who owns Ring of Honor? Is this with them starting to, as we're so glad we're back. This doesn't mean we're friends. I see. We'll work on it. We'll work on it. I like this. I'll call you. All right. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're going after Cody. It doesn't mean we're good, but we could be good. I know I'm going for the same title, but we're working together. We're cool, right? Yeah. But where was I going with initially? Oh, with Julia and everything. Could they start doing Stardom better than even Stardom to Stardom? As I got a Club WWE ad. But you know what's even cheaper than Club WWE and gives you even more access, more prizes, more value, more bang for your buck, even though it's small bucks out there, is being a member, being a subscriber out there to the Wrestling for Life Network. We're ever so close to 13K out there. We're teetering on the point of partnerships out there with Twitch as well. We do have the merch store, the Twitters, the Discords. We had the Fantasy Football League. Coming soon, the Fantasy Hockey League. So make sure you strap on and strap in for that as well. But again, often imitated, never replicated, never duplicated. We do what we do because other people can't do what we do. Of the hardest working wrestling channel out there. Literally running on an engine of 3 people, sometimes with me 2.5. But yeah, make sure you spread the good gospel out there. We take it over. We're finally, the IWC is starting to realize and starting to heal and starting to come around out there to where, BJ Bethel's out there getting sent to the unemployment line. Jose, Club W4 Life. Yes, absolutely. Can we do that and not get in trouble? We still at least got, Wrestling for Life over everybody out there. But yes, be a friend, tell a friend. Julia wants payback on Blake Monroe, as to be expected, but also this is where, like I said, there is a Stardom tie-in. Like, you can go and watch, and I've seen the match before. They had I don't even know if you want to call it a match last week. It might be more of an angle, But to where they've already wrestled in Stardom, and like I said, with another company that has a closer partnership with Stardom, that actually has a certain wrestler named holding a Stardom belt, is WWE starting to do Stardom stories better than the company that works with them. WWE's already doing Ring of Honor better than AEW does with Ring of Honor. Just even with CM Punk, Kevin Owens, all of that. Somebody go check on Anthony. I think he went to finish that documentary real quick. He's checking on the beautiful people. The beautiful people. Well, see, it fits SmackDown team. It's always good when you have to explain a joke. Small Mark. I'm sorry, I always want to call you Small Mark instead of Taco Mark. WWE just needs to let their wrestlers wrestle, but every match needs a 6-week storyline. Yes and no, because as much as a lot of people want to use that as a narrative, if you fully watch a lot of WWE right now, like we do, if you watch the full show, there's a lot of really good wrestling actually happening. Example, what we've been talking about all of last week, all of this show might be built on of the main event of really good wrestling. There is really good wrestling out there that doesn't get the praise that it deserves, I'll say, because of the 3 letters that come before it. And you can take that however you want to. Got that one already. But yeah, shout out Garrett. What up? I think Tatum packs their mission. Well, Tatum won. I'm getting a shot up Perth, Australia. So yes, Friday, December 11th, Saturday, December 12th, and Monday, December 14th will all be live and direct from Australia, mate. Now, by this time is Grayson Waller on the main roster? By this time is Rhea Ripley healed and recovered from her knee injury? We'll see. Or is she still going to be on, dude, at this point, could you end up seeing a Buddy Murphy end up in WWE by that time? Oh, Haku is a former tag team champion as a part of the Colossal Connection alongside WWE Hall of Famer Andre the Giant. That is your Twisted Tea fact of the night. # not sponsored. But why can't they use Haku a bit more? Well, the man I don't Hakua and spit on that thing.
that was a way to introduce me back.
I just listen, my guy of Haku, Hatu, Hachu, bless you, Achu. I don't know what to say.
What did I miss? Did Tatum Paxley win?
You missed Tatum winning. You missed a lot of. We all kind of established that this show has been
mid,
no filler. Filler, no thriller, a little bit.
Yeah, it's been a struggle.
But is it the taped issue that has run rampant recently in pro wrestling at times? Honest, you're the TNA guy, so I mean TNA is the biggest flag bearer for taped wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, I know last week's episode of SmackDown was really good. It was live, so tape could be an issue here. It doesn't even feel like a filler episode. It just feels like a step below filler. But it definitely could be because it's taped. Absolutely. Why was it taped though? Where is?
So from my understanding, because they're taping this, and they had Raw, they taped SmackDown, and then as I might bow up briefly because you can speak about tapings and then they're taping Raw and SmackDown tomorrow in like the same venue or something like that, or they're taping that now or after this or whatever, that because of a Spanish tour or something like that. I thought it was around because it's Labor Day. You're not supposed to wear white after Labor Day. They're doing something like that, of one of those, to give either people some time off or because they're kind of going away. So let's get a buffer. Let's get some shit in the can before we step.
That makes sense. Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step two. But I might step two for a minute if that's all right with you, boo. But I'll be back at it like a jackrabbit. Because we only got the main event left.
We got the main event left. We've suffered through enough, right?
One match more, another day, another destiny.
All right, as Nick takes a pause here, we do have the main event up next. It'll be a triple threat match for the number one contendership to the WWE Championship, which I do hope that match is at least something that they can, something SmackDown can end on very good. So we got a backstage segment with Nia Jax and Lash Legend here with Nick Aldis. So she's requesting a WWE Women's Championship match after pinning Chelsea Green tonight. So he's basically saying she has to be reevaluated before he can make that decision. What? So is this the Miz and Kit Wilson? Okay, they put it on the screen. I knew it was the Miz, but I didn't really know who the other guy was. Ronan down here says AAA title defense in Mexico City. So that's the Raw that's happening in Mexico City, like in 2 weeks, right? And I think Roman Reigns is defending the World Championship too at that same event. Or am I jumping the gun here? Someone help me. What's next for Gunther? Well, Gunther will be in the number one contendership match tonight for the WWE Championship. So we do have that coming up right now. So it'll be Gunther, it'll be Kevin Owens, and it'll be Finn Balor, I believe. Boston says the War Raiders with those 2mm brass belts on camel leather. See, that's the belt guy right there. Almighty Pop, are we finally getting Lucha Truth? That's a cool name, Lucha Truth. I like that. So we are at the main event. Kevin Owens is making his way to the ring. We are at our last match of the night. Again, I've kind of repeated myself again. It's the triple threat match for the WWE Championship, for the number one contendership for the WWE Championship. Brother BKL's Sports Entertainment Show. I hope I got that right. What's your reaction to see Zoe Serrano, who's come back but to sign in TNA along side with Daria Ray, also Shayna Baszler to TNA. So yes, I'm excited that Zoe Starks is in TNA, or Zoe Serrano. I think she's going to be great for the Knockouts division. I think that's someone that you kind of build the Knockouts division around, just like Jada Stone and M by Elegance. Shayna Baszler coming to TNA, chef's kiss. I would love it.
We talked about this last night. We literally had that come to Jesus, that realization moment of, hey, if you play connect the dots out here, there's somebody that's still a free agent that, even with Zoe being tied to Daria Ray, and we feel about Daria Ray how we feel about when you feel it coming down and all of that. That Shayna Baszler instantly jumped to the top of the list of, oh my God, put them together and make them a thing, especially if she's got a little bit of power and they're just two badasses that beat the pissed hard leather out of people. Let's go. Now, I might have gone overboard and mentioned to bring in a Ronda Rousey. I don't give a damn about my reputation.
Keep her away from TNA.
Could you try and sign away a Marina Shafir? Do you do anything like a Jessamine Duke or anything? Do you go back? Because there was the original, there was the MMA 4 Horsewomen, and you had the wrestling 4 Horsewomen. We never got that match.
Yeah, we never got that match. Jessamine Duke might be a good shout. I mean, Ronda Rousey can show up in TNA if she wants. Name value, recognition may get people to watch, right?
She would be the Tito Ortiz. Have you watched through the Tito Ortiz era of TNA?
I don't think I have. Name doesn't even ring a bell.
Bless
so I
your
haven't got there
soul.
yet.
Bless your soul, because this man came out and was involved with the main event mafia and everything. And if he only used it a few times, but if you ever want the cleanest rendition of Tito Ortiz's TNA theme, go and watch the video of his debut, because not a soul reacted.
Ooh. You think that'd be the same thing for Ronda if she shows up?
I think it would be worse. So if we're yelling Nepo Baby at Avery, what are we going to yell at Ronda?
Right. Yeah, that's true. What would we yell at Ronda? Get out the company? I don't know.
Oh, you are so awful. Oh,
yes,
you are so awful.
That would be perfect. That would be perfect.
We are pretty much running back the same match from SummerSlam. WWE creative is pathetic. No, I think you're grasping at straws on a straw man argument. I get the similarity that you're going with it. Hachu, God bless you. Or that was a yawn. But either way.
That was a yawn.
Yes, but Boston, I see what you're doing, but it's a straw man's argument of it's still the top of the division. And again, what was supposed to happen, what got advertised on SummerSlam wasn't ever supposed to be this. Now this is advertised as this. So same but different.
The same difference? Is that what you're saying?
Right. I'm not really grasping at straws. It's the same, but it's not, because you had Sami and Finn was set up to be the match at SummerSlam. They added Gunther, they added Kevin Owens. This has been set up. It's the same participants. I'll give you that, minus a Sami, and we don't know if we'll see a Sami. Sammy's still being involved when he can't be an active competitor is interesting. But it's, like I said, same but different. It is, I can see where you were going with it, it's the same people involved in the match. But it is set up under completely different pretenses.
Now, if this was TNA, I would argue with you and feel very, very passionate about it. But since it's not,
come on, don't yell. You don't want to yell. Agree with me.
I mean, I agree with Boston and Paul that it's because Paul is saying Paul is saying the same thing. Like it technically like is this SummerSlam match just without Sami Zayn. You know, they may have gotten here two different ways. Like
yes,
the SummerSlam match they were added. You know, to already announced match.
So if I take a different route to get to the same destination, is it the same path?
No,
exactly.
No, it's not the same path, but it's like, could we use other people? Right? Because we're just recycling.
If you used other people, that's when you start to get the people that bitch. Why isn't Gunther getting used? Where's Finn? Why is he out here doing this? You had to do at least some response with KO out here.
We call those people
a response
confusion.
To KO without directly going back to KO and Punk.
We call those people confusion.
Fair enough. Well, Paul saying we politely ask those people to leave. Paul saying Nick likes grasping at straws. No, that's TK for different reasons. Brendan out there on Twitch. Yeah, now you've set Boston and Paul on me. You've released the dogs. Who let the dogs out?
Open the gate. Open the gate.
Yeah, you're gonna release the bees and the dog, like the dogs with bees. The dogs with bees in their mouth.
Wait a minute. So the match between Cody and Randy at Sunday night's main event is a number one contendership match.
Who's the what now?
Because if that's the case, then why are we having this match?
Hold on, no. Now you're gonna make my argument kick its own ass if that's a thing. Hold on. Let me read some chat and I'll look this up.
Okay, I'll read some chats because there's definitely some.
They're on your side already. The more I'm doing is just dig a tunnel, dig a hole out here.
Paul says this is the land of confusion. Absolutely, just the land of confusion.
This is the land of confusion.
Boston down here says, or could we create a good story between KO Punk and Sammy that makes sense to last week rather than run back another number one contendership match?
You're just delaying it. You're going to get it. It's just delaying it. We're delaying that till at least probably Money in the Bank, if not past that. Just saying. Sorry.
Okay, anybody got an argument with that? Because I'm gonna play judge tonight. I feel like playing judge.
We're a wrestling court out here. We're playing DA. Like, you know.
So who's going to argue tonight?
Smackdown edition. Let's go.
All right, we got the main event match going on.
So, okay. I just still have it listed on the Wikipedia as a singles match. If you saw it as a number one contenders match and anyone wants to confirm that, they can have that. But according to Wikipedia.
I'm gonna see if I can go to WWE.com to see if they have, the stipulations or whatever up there.
Right.
Let's see.
Sammy gonna mess this up. Watch. Oh, you mean we might get Sammy involved in a story with CM Punk and Kevin Owens like we were just talking about? Like Boston wants to be so goddamn pissed off about. Get me mad out here on a Friday.
So WWE.com
Friday too
doesn't have this listed as a number one contendership match. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Boston out here getting me hot and bothered on a fucking company cookout.
Not hot and bothered. Boston?
I'm coming down with the vapors. Oh, Gunther up over. So, dare I ask?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a winner for this match. Matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find. Catch me a catch.
Gunther, maybe? Gunther, maybe?
Well, because do you get the match? Whoever wins this, do they add a match to Saturday night's main event? Do they add a match to Money in the Bank? Are we kicking this even further down the train? If Finn wins, is it a SmackDown match? Versus if Kevin wins, you do that at a PLE even? Gunther might be the Saturday night's main event guy.
Could be. I thought we were gonna do. I lost my earbud here. I thought we were gonna do CM Punk and Kevin Owens really at Sunday night main event. I didn't think they were going to do it as quickly as they did, to be honest. I thought they were, I don't want to use the term drag, but I thought they were going to at least, because Saturday night main event or Sunday night main event is like the gap between SummerSlam and Money in the Bank,
right?
Between the pay-per-view. So I really thought they were going to stretch it out there, but they just didn't.
But I like this though. So Almighty Pop says Sammy gonna mess this up. Bradley trying to do his best job. No spoilers, please. You know how you tell me that you might know a potential spoiler is when someone throws out a vague thing and you instantly respond back with no spoilers.
Right.
I love you, Bradley, but you might have showed your hand. You gotta know when to hold them. Know when to fold them. Yes, even Bradley, not a spoiler. I'm just guessing. Hence the watch at the end of my statement. Yes. Watch me, whip, watch me, Sammy.
Watch me, Nene. Did you say watch me, Sammy?
Yeah. Well, I'm in picture in picture. I'll ask you as the AT alien out there. Shout out Outcast. Deep cut. But Little Yachty out there, Sunday night's main event in Atlanta. Allegedly, at one point, they wanted to have Yachty doing a concert as part of the show. Him involvement, him doing anything, moving any news around you?
Well, the only thing I know about Little Yachty is that he shows up on SmackDown and it's with
You didn't see him dropping bars with Tiffany Stratton?
No, I haven't seen that. I've never listened to a Little Yachty song. I know nothing about him at all. So Shocking, right?
So, well, he's in Atlanta, so I didn't know if there was anyone in your circle, anybody that you came across that might be like even knew of. Hey, did you see Little Yachty's going to be on the WWE show in Atlanta?
No. I know a couple of years ago, as this main event is going on, Migos was at Raw. I think was it Raw that I went to or SmackDown? I think it might have been a SmackDown.
Yeah.
And Migos was there, and like everybody jumped up and was cheering, and I was the only one sitting down. And my friend next to me was like, "Do you know who that is?" I'm like, "No, I don't know who that is." That's Migos, and I'm like, "And who the f are they?" Like I
Okay, so do we ghost? Do you ghost? Who ghost? Do I ghost? Me ghost? You ghost? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know who these people are.
Bradley, I love you, but I love this. And Bradley spoiled himself. Yeah, see, you're funny. Yeah,
That's
see,
pretty
that's a
funny.
good one. That's yeah. Bradley can take a joke. I love it. I love it. Dirtbag. Gonna be some fuckery / run in, no finish. Yeah, probably.
That sounds just about right, Dirtbag. That sounds just about right.
Cause I'm just a teenager. I'm just a Smackdown dirtbag, baby. Prince David's gonna jump off, maybe. See, but this is the thing, is that if this wasn't taped, this would be fucking phenomenal. If that's even a word, I don't even think that's a word I just said.
Did you say
it's close to a word, but not a fully word. But yeah, that is Avery Styles for Phenomenal.
Oh man, I'm gonna start using that word. They got to put that one in the dictionary.
Phenomenal. Kata Hajime. But if this wasn't taped, oh, did he tap?
No,
Coup de Gracie. Stomp from Finn, but if like this wasn't taped and we weren't like trying to dodge spoilers left, right, and center out here, and this could go at any moment, this would be amazing in this moment. Oh, Finn lining him up. Shotgun drop kick. They do Finn win and then just do, hey, we're going to do this on the next tape SmackDown, Finn Balor versus CM Punk.
Right.
Finn just stays in that taped Punk mythos. He did it on Raw, now he does it on SmackDown. Oh, Sammy! Oh. You ginger son of a bitch, you. Sleazy, sneaky Sami Zayn. Oh, but it's a triple threat, so no disqualification. But
what if he takes out the other two too, and it just...
he hit the ref! How do you do this and not get fined? How do you hit another employee and still have a job the next week?
Oh, stunner by KO, but there's no ref.
Corey Graves, why are you looking up?
Yeah, Corey Graves is looking up. That
I think that's 2 minutes in the penalty box for a high sticking on Sami Zayn.
That was the slowest running ref I'd ever seen.
Yeah, but he got fucking clocked.
He did. Now here comes Punk. So
but
just
Sammy run to meet him. Run kick him. Why are you waiting?
Dirtbag was right. Just a main event of just run-ins and non-finishes.
And we're Black Eyed Peas out here. Yeah. The beat keeps running. Gouging eyes. Into the post, but again, it's triple threat, so no DQ. So the match is still going. The match is still going. Kevin's the only man, at least on a knee. Even.
Yeah, and the bell never rang. Both refs are out. Are we just going off air with this whole like brawl?
Schmoz. But are we saying hockey fight? Are we live look at when KJ and I think you and I will have to do like the yay blow, like whoa no. Like the trade chop spots whenever we can interact the first time we meet. I said it wrong. I meant to say yay boo and it came out the wrong way. You shut up.
I knew what you meant, but I gotta talk about you.
Yeah. You got the hatcha. Oh, and Claudius got to it about the semi.
So this match is not gonna get an official like end because everybody's laid out. The bell
No
never rings.
contest.
So
Punk's
yeah.
down. Now, seeing this, could this be an elimination chamber? Could this be the end is near?
But that's
Did you
like
ever do an
February.
Armageddon, Hell in a Cell, or anything like? What multi-person match could you get? Because everybody's involved here, everybody's down, and everybody hates Sammy. It's like the show, everybody hates Chris, except everybody hates Sammy.
Yeah. I don't know what you would do because
So
I know
no
you
contest,
said
so we go off
no.
the air.
Yeah,
Sammy
Sami
do a chorus
Zayn.
of booze.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm so glad that's over.
The end is near.
I am so the stream and the chat was way better than what WWE produced tonight.
Well, then, I guess I should ask what everyone's rating is for tonight, and I think we might have a record low out there coming from Atlanta, especially in the late August season, early fall. Might be record low ratings coming out of Atlanta.
I was going to be really generous, and I was really going to give this a 6. Like top of the 9 o'clock hour.
Generous. Is it? Was when you said really generous? I thought a 4. Sorry.
I was feeling a 6 at the top of the 9 o'clock hour, but this was a 4. This like I don't know what this was.
I don't know if I said that and made you do that, or if I just called that before you did that. Because
you called that before I did that, because this could have been an email, a text message. They could have strapped the little note on the bird and flew it to us.
Leave my home to watch this.
This was just this was not good. 2
out of 10 only. Gave it because of Jaden Lash. Fair. Yeah. Can we get a respect at least for?
Yum yum.
We did get a substantial amount of them out here. You were on your pause when we had Mishin and the Tatum match and everything, right? Jade Cardio coming out there, looking like the finest collection plate, my guy. Of all them dollars, it doesn't even make sense.
I missed that completely.
Oh, all them dollars, it don't make sense how she fit into that, my guy. But yeah, 5 out of 10 yawn. This might be that one that you see people sharing was just Smackdown, instead of Smackdown. Yeah, this was. I can't miss it. This could. I didn't
even want to phone a friend for this episode. This was just. It was not it. Nope. And I went in here. I didn't have like high expectations. I was just excited to see the fallout from last week. This was not it at all.
I'm starting to think the concept of a go home show, but see, this wasn't a go home.
So this wasn't a go home show.
We still got you can beat up Dynamite for that because that wasn't a go home show, but is lost nowadays. There's a lot of concepts that are lost nowadays that I don't know if we have the time or the energy to get into right now, but to break it down of like in a dictionary sense of what's lost. But
yeah, I think common sense is a lost concept. You know, if we want to talk about
common sense was common, it wouldn't be called common sense.
Right. But yeah, tonight was just, it was not it at all.
But see, this is again. Somebody's out here, you're kind of there. This is a bit even where when I was here for Dynamite, it's not bad, but it's not good.
Yeah.
It's the McDonald's of pro wrestling, of like, I don't hate it, but I don't enjoy it either.
Right.
It
totally
fuels the machine, but that's all it does. It's enough to get you to the next stop.
Yeah.
But 5 out of 10, 7 out of 10. Jose, this was a bad week of wrestling shows. Monday ended really good because if you had OTM and you had all of that pop off. Tuesday was because of you ended on the Summit. You ended on the NXT delegation having a conversation, which wasn't fun. Wednesday, you ended with a video package after Jack Perry and Swerve, who are not involved in anything at All In, was your main event. So,
Weird.
Yeah, well, is TNA.
TNA
Impact.
might be the
TNA you might be the guy. It might have been the best show of the week out there.
TNA had a good fallout from lockdown. New Knockouts television title. Why do I keep saying television title and champion? But y'all know what I mean. New television champ. We also had the main event. The tag team match was fun. Jeff Hardy got attacked. We got some developments there. And we got Zoe Serrano, signing with TNA. TNA might have been the best show this week because, Now, granted,
Sorry?
I was just gonna say, granted, like I didn't watch NXT and I didn't watch Dynamite. I did catch moments of Raw, but yeah.
Dynamite had the weaponized steel cage match, which was probably one of the better matches of the week. I still, after everything, and this might be kind of the last couple of things we say before we bow out, as I see. Shout out everybody out there. It's Taco Bell at 2 a.m. Yeah, you're gonna regret it in a couple hours, but yeah. I really enjoyed Anthony and Nick. Y'all should do this more often. The chemistry is perfect. I appreciate it. Well, you can watch us every Thursday when we're out here watching the best show of the week. Thursday Night Impact. I almost called it Tuesday Night Impact.
And if you don't, if you don't watch TNA, just come by to the stream because it's the same type of. It's a little bit more intensified on Thursday though because I love TNA. Nick watches TNA, and we have
rewatch. Lockdown to where you can see me yell at this man while agreeing with him at the same time.
Fun stuff.
I literally defined oxymoron.
Fun stuff, yes.
But I do like this of did they punt because of all the other shows this weekend and saving the good shit for next week? Maybe, but even next week's still the tape show, I believe. So we're getting 2 weeks of tapes I know we'll be back at it out here for all the shows this Sunday, but I did want to say last thing on the whole week in wrestling, and this might be your biased opinion of M by Elegance versus Jada Stone match of the week.
Yes, easily.
I easily you can make a case for the weaponized cage match. Phoenix versus Dragon Lee actually might take that, but recency bias, TNA bias, I'll let you have that.
Yeah. Let me have one thing, right?
You gotta let me have something out here, god damn it. But if we can leave you with this one thing, folks, we love you, we appreciate you. We're back at it like a jackrabbit tomorrow. No, Sunday. We at least get like a 24-hour break here before we're up and early, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed let me find it for All In, AAA, and Heat Wave. So be a friend, tell a friend, spread the good gospel out here. Of KJ's back if you missed him. It's the end of the week. It's the blow off. It's the end of the summer blowout out here. 3 shows all in one out there. So let's see if we can, make this a historic one out here.
Yep, KJ is back this coming Sunday. I'm back to being just on Thursdays next week, but we'll see what happens in the future where I be on more shows. But
this man is going to start showing up up in the backstage scene.
But be here for the triple threat, triple dipper, because Spaz really liked me saying triple dipper yesterday. So the triple dipper watch party on Sunday.
Philadelphia, but no, 100% my guy. Of the Chapeau show rides again out here. I don't even know how to end this at this point because, our shit is real, our shit is raw, our shit is authentic. When you're talking about that rest, you put that for life with it.
See you Sunday for the triple show.